heavy one.
Blinking. Hey, it notifies me when you buy stuff. Oh,
Nice.
shit, boy. You bought the slides and the hat. My first merch sale.
Very cute.
Let's go, Hyper Asia.
Wait, I have to put it on me. Oh, I can't because I'm on the fucking D&D thing. It's fine. I always forget that I used a separate camera for this. Okay.
Oh, it's a different camera.
Yeah.
We good? We good with the hype?
Yes. Pew pew pew.
All right.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Incred1Roll.
Pew pew.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Incred1Roll.
This is why it takes so long to get shit done.
Yeah.
It's because y'all don't.
You're worried about us side questing. It's just the miscellaneous bullshit that happens.
I'm just like, hey guys, welcome to Incred1Roll. Tonight's episode is gonna be very heavy, and then you go, oh man, feet, what? I'm like, no, that's not the actual opening line. The opening line is, hello everybody, welcome to Incred1Roll. Tonight's episode is going to be a heavy one as we go and finally rescue our friend Bilbis Beglebot.
Finally.
Arundel. You feel your lungs fill as you sink below the surface. Your sight went first from the darkness, then your sense of touch from the water. Now, your hearing from your impending death. Sensory deprivation from the most fatal kind. Your most recent memories begin to play back within your head as your eyes struggle to stay open. Your last thoughts, now scrawled on parchment from the deepest depths of your heart.
Dearest Elo, for the several months we have been living like a family, but the truth is, while we all love you very dearly, there is something that we have yet to tell you. Each of us has been dealing with some sort of doubt about how we carry on. Dabitha's faith appears to be shaken, and I'm led to believe that Orotha cannot summon her inner rage like once before. The shadow that hangs over our head as you start to develop your abilities is a constant reminder of the truth. Shadowblade could be leading us to a failed attempt to save Bilbis, but I am seemingly beginning to like this man as he's helped us thus far. The worry comes that it's been too long and maybe too late. The stone giants shit, I fucked this up. Hold on, wait. The stone giant said that the Raven Queen cannot bring them back. Maybe his girlfriend that we met, Chandra Duval, knows another way, though I do not want to count her as she seemed to have led us astray. They had faith in us to maybe have been able to achieve this feat, but it seems like we did not meet their expectations. Maybe they expected to have hope to revive one of their fallen. I'm not sure. What I do know is that I don't expect to continue life after this jungle of teeth. I'm not sure what we are to expect, but I can foresee myself plunging to my end. For Bilbis, for this family, I'm willing to do what I must. I have failed you, Elo. I failed to save your mother against Nana Dustbone. I don't know why you cling to this demon. The love of your mother and the love we have for you, I don't know why we could not help you. I was hoping to find a way to break her hold, but my journey seems to be coming to an end. Maybe once you develop your magic, as you have been, you will have the strength to do what is right, to do what you must. If I lose your love, then so shall it be. This is the way. With love, Uncle Arundel.
As the darkness takes you for that last moment, your thoughts begin to seep from your mind. Thoughts now a completely different concept, as they were in life between the barrier of death and the living. You suddenly feel a familiar object resting on your chest as your arms intuitively swing up and down in a familiar rhythm. Your fingers press to a flat surface in shapes you no longer need to think about. It is your nature. It was your passion. The darkness clears before you as you stand against the side of a stone building. The sound of music reverberates within your very body and echoes into the public air. Before you is a bag splayed open with only several copper occupying its space. And just at that moment, you put the pieces together. Another copper clicks into your bag. A passerby soaked in sweat, looking at a heap of chopped wood. Hey, not half bad. Didn't know Dragonmore had that kind of finesse.
Fuck, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I look around confused and just try to like gather my bearings.
You look around and you see familiar cities, not cityscapes, stone buildings, some tall, some short, definitely not ones that you have been used to as of late. Waterdeep is almost a heaven compared to this. It is a kingdom, and this is a small village. This man before you looks as if he's just a woodcutter of some sort, walking past, and as you look around confused, he smiles for a moment, and nods in your direction in approval, and begins to leave. Your friends are nowhere to be seen.
I'm next to the gentleman as he leaves, and then I'm just gonna start walking, I guess, down this path, kind of head on a swivel, trying to see if I can hear or see anything that looks familiar to me.
As you're walking down this this path, you are leaving your bag of money on the ground. I said before you is a bag splayed open with several copper occupying its space. You are holding your loot. You're playing it. You are on the streets. Back during your days before you found the group. You see a small child begin to walk up the path, the dirt pathway. Just
I was gonna
hands in
say
his
I would
pocket.
leave.
Sorry, 1 second.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, walking up the dirt path, hands in his pocket. His clothes look pretty disheveled, and dirt kind of smeared on his face. What?
Okay, I was gonna say yeah, I'd probably leave the money behind because I'd be so like, where the fuck am I, that it wouldn't have crossed my mind. But
Okay.
now that it's starting to come back to me, and I see this child here.
As the memories come back to you, the understanding of what's going on comes back to you. You hear a rattle from beneath your legs as your bag is closed and pulled from the ground, and it's going and going and going as the child stole your money.
Okay. I would have turned around and I would have like started to chase after him. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted me to interrupt. Every time I try to interrupt, I always feel like I can't like.
Oh no. Okay,
you guys don't hear me, so I'm like, should I wait to hear what he says or should I try to cut in? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay,
So
I would have
again,
turned around. I would have been like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And then I would have gone after him.
all right. So just to clarify, this, yes, you are definitely allowed to interrupt me, but there are times where it's like, just give me a second, and I'll let you know. But most of the time, just interrupt me and I'll go, yeah, go for it, that kind of thing. Because
Okay.
I've got my narrative going. I can change it on the fly. So as he picks up your coin bag and he begins to just like dash the dirt from beneath his feet, like fly up almost against your face.
Hey, come back here! And then just start running after him.
As you begin to run after this child, he is dashing faster and faster as the dirt billows up before you, and as your body penetrates through this cloud of dirt, suddenly before you is a dark room, a stage. You step up to the front, now before a large audience, a flock of different faces from end to end, waiting for anticipation as you hold your lute.
I start playing Johnny Be Good.
You strike the first chord as music begins to blare behind you. Your most recent troop is behind you. The Roaches, they call themselves. Soon, they'll be just another name on the list. The sound just wasn't right. Uncle Margle's tune carried through the weave itself, but you no longer feel the passion. You could not live up to his legacy. And the music dies as you immediately move your way to cash your drink ticket. As you take your seat in front of the bar, the music stops as your bandmates carry all of their instruments away. Bartender comes up. Oh, I don't know. Same as always.
Yes, give me the usual.
As he goes back and begins to pour you your usual drink, he slides it straight down the bar and you catch it just as if it's clockwork. Something that happens every day, almost like habit. You barely even realize anything.
No. You know what? Give me the bottle instead. Give me the whole bottle.
And he goes, that's going to cost you more than a drink ticket.
And then just like slam whatever like money I would have had at the time, just slam it on the fucking desk, and then
You pull your
on the counter.
You reach for your pocket of gold, and there is only merely a few pieces. Whatever
Yeah.
you've got there is only enough for the bottle itself. Although you leave your coin purse occupied by just dirt at this point. As he goes, if you say so, now, and he slides the whole bottle down as well with the drink itself, and then you feel a hand on your back tapping, and you turn around. Man, long face, long hair. He's got spectacles. He's got spectacles on. Is one of the lead guitarists of the Roaches. He looks at you. He goes, "You tonight was a bit sloppy, don't you think?"
Yes, just like every other night, it seems.
I don't know. I feel like when we first started here, it was not exactly as much of a problem as it has been. You'd think maybe the bottle is the cost.
I look up to him and like narrow my eyes. The bottle. The bottle's what keeps me sane. No, it's not the bottle. I think it's you. I think it's everyone here. There's no passion for this anymore. There's just no love for the music. We're just singing to these people mindlessly. Maybe we need a new tune or a new sound or something with more passion, more fire, because I'm not hearing it out of this band anymore.
You're not hearing out of this band because you're not contributing to the band. If you had come to rehearsal, if you had provided your tune, what you want to sing, what you want to play, maybe we would have a successful show. But your work ethic has diminished significantly since the beginning. What happened?
You know what? I don't need this anymore. I don't need this from you. I grab the bottle and storm out.
He grabs your shoulder and he goes, Arundel, listen to me.
I just like shrug his shoulder and I keep walking.
Morgul the Silver is dead.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking turn around and grab him by like the fucking neck and then just like push him as far back as like just, you know, like in a fucking bar scene where you're just pulling until you slam him up to a fucking wall.
As you just slam him into the table and pull him across the wall and across the bar itself and shove him off of it. You pull his face up, bloodied, beaten, like his blood is dripping down his lips. His face begins to morph.
You know nothing.
It morphs into an older man. His face is dotted with sweat under the sun's rays. No longer bloodied. Behind him, a cart filled with barrels and preserved meats.
I thought you were gonna say cabbage.
A cart filled with barrels and cabbages.
My cabbages. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry. Carry on.
I'm sorry, Arundel. I don't know how to tell you, but Morgul the Silver is dead. You stand in the fields of your old village. You remember this day. You remember this day is when almost everything broke inside of you. Where a sense of both passion and dread followed you through the rest of your life. And somewhere along the line, the passion died and the dread stayed. I'm sorry.
I don't say anything. I'm just quiet.
The man just puts his hand on your shoulder, and then your older shoulder, and he places his head against yours just for a moment, and you hear him kind of mumble a short prayer. You don't know of what denomination of any sort, as you are not a religious person, but he does it. He does it with he is as well-meaning as you remember him being. And as he mumbles, head against your head, see, the trick is to sync the rhythm of your heart with your song. A familiar voice echoes within your ear, and slowly but surely becoming more clear, as if it was right in front of you. Your eyes begin to well as the darkness fades to light, but everything is just too blurry to see. I learned that from Darrington Square, Arundel. Maybe sometime we can go together. The figure turns to your direction, and even though you can't make out the face, there is no doubt in your mind who stands before you. Now, pick up that loot. Show me if you. Let me show you a few tricks Uncle Morgul picked up in his travels. Your eyes clear as you bring your arm up to rub the water coming from the ducts. And clear as day, Uncle Morgul stands before you. You cannot count how many days, how many years you've waited for this. He brings up his lute, begins to play a few chords for you, and the tune, is just as crisp as it sounded that day. You both strum together. You do so silently. Picking up the rhythm, listening again, trying to build the passion that you once had, looking into Uncle Morgul's face, trying to burn his visage into your brain, into your mind. You've forgotten, it's been so long. But now you have another chance, at least for this very moment.
Sorry, it's getting me right in the feels. I'm
right.
just gonna go up and just hug him, and then like kind of take a step back, and then just start strumming along.
You stop your lute playing, and Uncle Margot looks up for a moment, and you begin to approach him. He goes, no, you can't give up in the middle of the chord like that. If you just use your finger strength, and you grab him immediately. Arundel, is everything all right?
Yes, everything's fine. Yeah, watch me play these tunes, and then pull out the lute, and then I start strumming.
Roll me a performance check. Nope, muted. You're muted. So.
You said performance?
Yes, please.
15.
You do pretty well, actually. It's not the greatest. It's. You understand that this is a version of you from very, very long ago. You actually have not built up in muscle memory the finger strength, but you use as much as your present mind can muster up, and you actually play a few new chords, new songs that you produced while you were in college. Something that you were trying to use to replicate the sound of Uncle Margot's lute. He watches in awe. You see a large smile cross his face, the proudest smile you've seen. Not that he's never been proud of you before, but almost impressed of what you have put together. Validating your feelings before. The tune wasn't right. It was never right to you. But Uncle Margot will always accept you for who you are and what you can do. Orotha. Need time to eat?
No. His was beautiful. I'm just concerned that Arotha's is gonna be real violent.
It doesn't have to be
Bro,
violent.
fucking.
Yes, it
Okay,
does.
so this is like totally out of character, right? But obviously Margot's based on my uncle, and fucking Leo knows my uncle, and this fucking scene, dude, got me right in the fucking feels, bro. Thank you.
No, man, no worries.
Much love, bro.
Yeah. Rip Uncle Mario, dude. I know I needed to do it justice, so take as much time as you need. Bud.
Fucking did it, bro. You fucking did it. Thank you. Type.
Yeah, sorry. Chance has arrived.
As a poo.
It's in here, boy.
Fucking square up, son. Let's get it.
The way I have to
Boom.
fully get into
Science.
character every time we play D&D.
Yeah, I was just singing Leo's praises on my stream. Like, yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
Orotha. Your initial hesitancy stole whatever time you had to gather yourself. The bubbles heat and dance around you as your body involuntarily fights for life. You inhale and fight the urge to resist the cold grip of death as it drags you towards your next destination. Your limbs float after all the energy is expended. You feel the water pull into your body from your mouth and nostrils, and you're scared. But not of death. You're scared of what will happen to Elo if you don't come back. Elo is my daughter! Give her back to me! You hear this voice echo, shouting back and forth in the darkness. It fills the air as you attempt to orient yourself. The musky smell of swamp begins to fill your nose as the image of wood, walls, and furniture comes into view.
Oh no.
Give me a second. You glance around the room and see Jin sitting in the chair in the corner, one leg draped over the chair arm as if it were his own home. You see Arundel analyzing a shelf of potions as the voices continue loudly on the other side of the room. Several bowls filled with black soup sit on the table and with two drained of its contents. How can she be your daughter when she does not even remember you? She is mine. I raised her here. It was you! You did something to her! Nana Despone and Lucy are locked in a shouting match. Dabatha and Elo are nowhere to be seen. I did nothing, and if you insist on accusing me of such heinous things, I would have to ask you to leave.
Listen here, you old bag. I'm not doing this with you again, alright? You're gonna take whatever memory thing you did to the little girl, and you're gonna take it off, and we're gonna walk out of here. You're not gonna punch a hole through this lady's chest today. That's what we're not gonna do.
And she looks over to you, she goes, "You lot were amicable just mere minutes ago. Why did
Okay,
it change?"
because you don't seem to be understanding the loss of a mother and a child, you know what I'm saying? She loves this little girl. Do you love this little girl? Because I don't think you understand what it means to love that little girl, okay? That little girl is going to do big things. But she's not going to do big things with you. This is not okay. You can't just take somebody's child away from them, okay? And I'm just going to start crying.
Love is a concept only for mortals, and if you intend to take Elo from me, then you will deal with the consequences. Roll me a wisdom check. Save. Wisdom save.
Nat 1!
Nat 1, as your mind begins to fill with thoughts of dread, you see before you the darkness growing within your eyes as a spell is cast upon your mind. You see Lucy charging Nana Dustbone, jumping up onto her, and again,
And there it goes.
a fist rams through.
Yep.
You see the walls begin to bathe in a familiar orange. The cobblestone before you building up into a familiar abode that you wish to have not seen, at least not this soon. The walls are bathed in a familiar orange hue as you step forward. The unending twilight of the Feywild bleeds through the manor window as gray shadows stretch across the floor of your father's study. The of a knife permeates the quiet room as it escapes your father's flesh. The shadow stretches longer as the tiefling figure stands in front of your eyes. The sounds of other footsteps echo from behind you.
Jen!
The
Jen!
figure looks over at you, bathed in bright orange hue. You cannot make out exactly what's happening, but your memory begins to form a face onto this once unfamiliar figure.
Jen, why? Why would... Jen, why?
He looks straight at you for a moment. You see him hesitate.
Who hired you? Just tell me who hired you.
He runs off towards the banister.
I'm gonna start chasing him.
The balcony, jumps off. As you begin to chase him, you hear the sound of footsteps from behind you, running faster and faster. Kill him! No! You hear your mother from behind you.
I'm gonna get him! And I want to jump over the balcony.
Roll me a acrobatics check, please. Or athletics, one or the other.
22.
22 as you run and you step onto the banister itself, jumping off into the distance, and you just grab this figure into your arms, look him straight in the face. It's Jin. His stupid ass smile
Stupid ass face.
stretched across his face as if he did nothing wrong. The blood spattered across his face and across his body.
I shake him. Who are you?
It's just business.
I want to slug him.
You punch him in the face. He turns back around, face still smiling. You hear, Morlin? Morlin, are you listening? His voice, not his own. As you continue falling and falling from the tall building that you once lived in, the sound of crashing
Oh my god.
permeates the sky. And again, Morlin. Morlin, are you listening? A voice echoes in the chamber as quiet emphasizes the sounds of silverware scraping the dish, which is a name and a voice you have not heard in several years. A long table meets your view as your eyes gaze up at your mother quietly eating at one end and your father staring at you from the other.
I don't say anything. I just keep eating.
Morlin, Alden Daymore will be at the Festival of the Blue. You should accompany him. It would be good to show. It would be good to show the public a close relationship before the marriage.
It should also be good to have a close relationship before a marriage, but you know, we don't have that.
Well, that is not entirely our fault, Morlin. If only you would just meet him for all the dates that we had planned. Why do you continue to refuse?
I don't want to get married. I don't understand. Why can't I date someone that I want to date and then just have that be, you know, Dad, someone's gonna stab you in like a year, and you know, not saying it's gonna be me because it won't, but like, you should cherish the time that we have together, not make me do things that I don't want to do, like marry dudes that I don't even know, like whatever.
Is that a threat? Are you going to call one of your dirty peasant boyfriends to come in here and stab me and then go off marry that one? Is that what you're doing?
First of all, my friends aren't peasants, okay? They're just not rich like us. It doesn't make them peasants. And second of all, like, no, I'm not dating one of them. I'm just saying, if I was, why can't I just date some?
Because they do not have money. They do not come from noble families. You must continue the. Must continue. What is your name again? Sorry. You must continue the Selangor family name. Take over the business, and I will not have a poor person within these houses. They know nothing of business. They will only spend the money away, and you know it.
I want to slam my fist on the table and then like go into like have my aura like go into a rage. Your
aura turns red, but as you scream into the rage, it does not billow. It does not rise, as you have not had any training at this point in time.
Yeah, it's just my aura, just the red, and I'm just.
You feel a void around you, something missing, and your mother this whole time, as you look over, your father is standing up, just screaming, shouting down at you, and your mother sitting at the other edge, just, Fork.
Used to her not saying anything. You don't want to speak up? No?
if you can just keep it down for just after dinner, I feel like we don't have to do this every time.
Yeah, no, yeah. Enjoy your porridge, Mom. It's fine. Fucking grizzly bear head ass. I don't. But whatever.
As you continue to talk back to your parents, your vision goes red in rage as you continue to conjure all these feelings that you were not able to uh, control before, not at this point in time. The red turns to orange and purple. The sky before you blankets the cityscape with twilight sparkles. Lothasphere is as lively as ever. This is where you went to think. This is where you went to get away. The music of Darrington Square still rings off in the distance as the citizens continue to work and play. You are here, preparing for a future entirely drawn out for you. The time you've spent free all these years suddenly crushed in an instant as you stand at this balcony once more, only dreaming of what could be. Footsteps echo behind you as you attempt to stay lost in thought. Morlin, your mother walks up beside you, significantly younger than she was previously. Her demeanor entirely different from what you saw in the last memory. Your father and I know the pressure you are feeling right now. And I know how it feels. Meeting new people, especially somebody you're meant to marry, and I know there's nothing I can do to ease the way you're feeling right now.
Did your parents make you marry, Dad?
Looking at your father and I, did you really think that we are a match made in the heavens?
So why would you want me to do that? Like, you guys don't even like each other, so like I would at least want to like the person I'm with.
Your father and I have grown closer through the years. We are different. We have our differences. But this is how we keep money in the family. This is how we keep our status. Do you understand?
Did you guys only have me to make sure you had a business arrangement available?
That was the idea. But, and she turns to you and puts her hands on the side of your shoulders. You mean so much more to me now, Morlin. I promise you. You are more than...
Little tears gonna well up in my eye. And I'm gonna like pull her hands off me, like reach up and like take her hands off.
Okay. She pulls it away and she kind of you see like the hurt in her eyes. And then she looks up at you. Morlin, what do you want?
I wanna fight. I wanna meet someone that I like and then fall in love and then get married and have a child because we want to have a child, not because I want to keep money in the family. I want to go out and punch stuff and not wear fucking ball gowns every day. And, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more out there. Like, I want to travel. Can't do that if I have to stay here and be a wife
She turns towards the distance into the twilight sky and goes, "The options I wish I had under these twilight skies, these stars." She turns back to you and goes, "Never give up your dreams, no matter what I, or your father says. Do not be me." The doors open up, and you hear, "The Dano family is here. Time to meet your potential suitor, Lady Selangor."
I stand up and I look at my mom and I hug her, like one of the most awkward, like, I don't allow her to hug me back type of hugs, like her arms are down, so I like grab her arms inside the hug and I go, "I won't be you." And then I want to jump off the balcony and run into the forest.
Yeah, love it. You jump off the balcony
Fucking mic drop.
into the forest, and last thing you see is your mother from above, just watching down at you. You see a small smile cross her face, a smile that would rarely be seen in the future from this point on, and then to a point where it would never be seen again. Tabitha.
As soon as you said the available suitor comes here for you, in my head I was like, not my boyfriend.
Not my boyfriend.
Oh my god. I hate that that's like a thing now.
Yeah, it's a fucking, it's a meme. It's a Incred1Roll meme. Yo, we could make merch on that.
Just my hand. It's my
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Hi, boyfriend.
Tabitha. The darkness takes you as you sink deeper into the water. You release your breath and let your lungs fill. The pressure in your chest and throat quickly rises to a peak. Every gasp brings in a new obstruction until you involuntarily cough a torrent of bubbles. Thoughts swirl into your head about if this was how Bilbis felt as his life fell away from him. The pinpoint of light fading from his eyes until there was nothing but peace. A familiar voice echoes within a tranquil dome. Your feet feel as if they were floating, still in the water. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Your feet feel as if they were floating still in the water, yet stable where you now stand. The fog of darkness washes away as your eyes meet. With a familiar figure. The massive form standing before you, the gnarled wooden knuckles of a life long lived, planted into the water below. A face pushed in unnatural directions from the tree where he would prey. The single working eye looks down at you longingly. "And what is it you are looking for, Tabitha?"
I'm looking for Bilbis.
Who is this Bilbis?
He's my friend.
And where would you start?
I don't know. I He's dead, but like I want him back.
His other hand twigs rise slowly before you and begins to reach out. You see the long, spindly finger pointing straight towards your heart. If this friend is as dear to you as you say, follow your heart. It will lead you there eventually.
I want to hug him.
You hug the large tree before you, and his twig fingers wrap around your back. And you feel your body relaxing. You feel that the environment around you no longer is of the reflective dome that you had been contemplating in, but a new one. But now there is only darkness. The sounds of animals and rustling from the trees all around, you. Wow, why did I write this? Sorry, excuse me. Okay. The sounds of animals and rustling from the trees all around you are placed into nature itself. You focus on attuning to the foliage around. Peace, stability, meditation, but you can't. You just can't. The waters within your soul waver for the call of adventure. No! No, no, no. An old voice calls from the darkness as your eyes fly open. Kiori stands before you in an empty field, surrounded only by dense trees. Devitha, you must focus. Eldith teaches us the ways of peace and tranquility, while the forest teaches us the natural order. They intertwine like the weave that surrounds us all. Your mind, it must not wander if you are to learn to wild shape.
I am focusing.
No, you are definitely not focusing, Devitha. I can see you squirming on that log. There's
Okay,
something
like
else.
I'm focusing, but but what is outside the trees?
The world is vast outside of the trees, but you are not yet ready for that. I promise you.
But
And he comes, sorry?
but like when?
He walks up to you and he puts both hands on your shoulders. He goes, "You will know when. But now there's something else distracting you, distracting your mind. If you go out there now, there are many, many forces that can end your journey. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, close your eyes. Focus."
I continue to move.
You continue to rock back and forth, agitated, and just thinking of just anything else, all the possibilities around you, until the sounds of water begin to fill your ears. Should be something. You guys hear anything?
I don't.
right, 1 second.
Negative.
There we go. The motion of rocking back and forth soothes your very being down to its core. Your agitated rustling and turning stops as you are almost lulled to a sleep. You attempt to open your eyes, but your body is just so relaxed. You hear a set of unfamiliar voices mingle within the sea. Is this really the right thing to do? Kira, when all is said and done, she'll be better off. This is for our bloodkin. This is for her future. Your eyes finally slowly open, hazy and blurry. You make out a man and a woman standing before you. Behind them, the beautiful twilight speckled skies. You hear the constant sound of water all around you as you see the clouds shifting slowly but surely in one direction.
Who are you?
As you say, "Who are you?" the only things you hear from your mouth are
What's happening?
Behind the two figures, a large serpentine creature stretches across the sky before diving back into the water, sending a heavy rumble and splash into the side of your vessel you're in. The sounds of crying flow out from your mouth, but you cannot form the words that your mind is thinking. The woman leans in your view, and now you can clearly see the face of your mother.
Mom, what's going on? I'm scared. Stop it.
She pulls you out from your crib and holds you onto her shoulder, patting your back. Your father on the other side just kind of making dumb faces as he does so. Everything around you is pure twilight, and you see, hold on, you see the waters below you ripple. You begin to fall more and more relaxed, more and more to sleep. Your eyes slowly close as you fall back into slumber. Bilbis.
He's back, boys!
Bilbis, Bilbis, Bilbis.
Bilbis, the science guy.
Bilbis, Bilbis.
the science guy.
Bilbis, can you join us in the chat, please?
Get your ass in here, boy. Bilbis, Bilbis.
Get your ass in here, boy!
Your parents dabbed my parents, okay? Me and my mom had a heart-to-heart, and then she bitched up on me.
Oh my god, that's so loud. Hold on.
So, we were doing some adjustments and stuff. Did you get a haircut?
Yes, and the beard is gone for now.
Yeah, it looks good. You look different.
Who
I'll be
are
back next
you?
year.
Yeah, thank you.
He's a handsome boy. I need a haircut too, actually. My hair's getting long.
Yeah, you look more alive now. It's weird.
Bilbis the science guy. Bilbis, Bilbis. We should have recorded that to have that come when we saved him. Like, that was the song that would play. His resurrection song.
Oh yeah. Just have that as the new science track.
Don't worry, I talked to a tree. You're gonna come back definitely for today.
Nice.
I don't know. I watched my dad die again, so
That's
Yeah, you were traumatic. I just pleaded with a tree to bring Bills back, and he was like, "Yeah, you got it." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Give me a second.
You got it. Yeah, sure, no doubt, no doubt.
well, since everyone's walking away, I'm gonna go get some juice.
How's it going, Chance?
It is going well. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. Welcome back to the party. It's been a bit.
Months, if I recall correctly.
It's been about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
No.
it was a journey, and they will have a lot to tell you when they come back.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I think you missed the last 2 sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, hey, not that I'm not having a lot of fun sitting here watching other people play D&D, but you know, I got a girlfriend and stuff, so I'd rather hang out with her.
Don't blame you, buddy. I don't blame you. You really didn't need to. You really didn't need to come by, but I appreciate you coming in for like at least the first session, because then we were able
yeah,
to
I was
do
there for
that
the
one thing.
first 2,
Mhm.
and then after that, I was like, I don't think I'm coming back for a while. And that's when I sent you a message. So I was like, am I coming back? You're like, oh, no, it's going to be a while. I was like, all right,
It's
cool,
gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
For anybody who's watching that doesn't know what's happening, Bilbis has been dead for a while. He decided to sit on the sidelines instead of creating a new character, which actually narratively I feel like is pretty good. So now we don't have to kill another character off or like kind of explain them away. So now this whole now the whole reunion is more is more heartfelt.
Oh yeah.
We are now whole again.
No, I'm definitely that guy that will do things narratively to try and make the game better. I had a session last night where I let a character think that they were going to die, just to build up the tension for the entire party.
Wait,
And
is that how
then,
you ended it?
No.
Okay.
I like saved him at the last second. And the DM was like, I forgot you could do that. And I was like, I know. So I'm that guy.
Amazing.
You doing chores?
I'm not sure
He
what he's
spilled
doing.
something. I think he spilled something because he went to get a broom.
Oh no.
You got too excited.
Are we
He
still
saw
level
Bilbis and
6?
just like, whoa.
You will be
Yeah.
level 7 at the end of this.
Okay. What?
You know, when you spend a lot of time in jail and in bars and just walking, you don't really experience level up.
Fair. Very fair.
I mean, it depends. Depends on what you're trying to level up, right?
I leveled up my depression for sure.
Oh no. All right.
I'm sorry, what
Bilbis.
did I miss?
Nothing.
We waited.
We
Okay,
were.
thank you. Appreciate that.
Bilbis.
Yes.
Darkness. A sharp pain resonates through your body as the crunch of bones ring through your ear. Then darkness. Darkness and silence. And only a pinpoint of light grows smaller before you. Blurred shapes, bubbles, the gillyweed. Then darkness. Your vision returns momentarily to a blurred, familiar face, followed by a familiar voice. Your mind is hazy. Before this one moment, just this moment, things make sense. Bilbis, are we friends?
Oh.
You hear the,
Yeah, died for you. I think that's what I said. Yeah.
You can say whatever you want to say in this moment.
Yeah. I say, oh, that's a stupid question.
As you say, that's a stupid question, you feel your jaw unhinge for a moment, opening slowly. That died for you. Saying something entirely different than what your mouth said.
Hmm.
But what that would be, maybe buried deeper inside than you had thought in the past. Your vision begins to fade back to darkness again. Silence. Silence for what seems like years, days, seconds. Silence then broken by the sound of a bell ringing, followed by boots stomping on a wooden floor. Loud negotiations happening over the newly varnished counter you had just done the week prior. You said you had something that would help me find my daughter. We do, and it's this scroll, but it's not free. You listen in on the conversation beyond the door into the front of your store. The winding machines before become a mere drone at this point. Excuse me 1 second. There it is.
Not the varnish.
A sudden clank brings your attention back, but it's too late. Sparks fly from metal clashing on metal as the sprockets attempt to digest a bolt. Smoke begins to billow from the machine's internals until BOOM! Black smoke fills the air, caking your face. The door swings wide open, revealing your ward, crushed wide-eyed. Bilbis, are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. I guess.
We got a rambunctious one over here.
I look around. Where am I right now?
You are standing in the back of your shop. The mirror of message no longer there. You look through the doorway. An angry Arotha is standing there with Arundel. Oh no, not Arundel, because he wasn't there at the point. With Adabatha.
I feel like I know what I should say here. Yes, I'll be right there. And then I'll step out of the room.
You step out of the room. Do you two want to reenact this whole scene again?
You said I'm about my daughter! Oh, no!
Everything
Smash!
for a price.
Smashing things.
Whoa, hold on. Merchandise never hurt you. I'll go behind my counter and I'll use my steps and I'll step up so that I'm the same height as everyone. And say, it feels like we've done this before. Does it feel like we've done this before?
What are you talking about? I don't even know you. I'm here trying to find something to help me find my child. Are you crazy?
I think
we should calm
Don't-
down and maybe
I don't
act
remember,
like-
but were we all here during this?
No, it was me and
Arundel
Debs.
wasn't. It's just those two.
Okay,
Arundel
okay.
was getting ready for the concert.
Don't
Right.
don't call Bilbis a crazy. He is a genius.
Listen here, handsome.
a little hotter than it was last time. Okay. I'll say yes, of course. I can help you save your little girl for a price.
What's the price?
Well, I have a scroll that can help you, and if you agree to it and sign this contract that I have ready, just like a catch-all contract.
Slice
Yeah.
it. Slice it.
And
Rubs
to
my,
read
rubs my
Well, just
blood
the
across
standard
the...
usual, you know.
Indentured servitude to the next quest. And very well. I roll it up and I just kind of turn back towards the cabinet and I'm like, this is so weird.
As
And
you, go on.
No, go ahead.
As you go down, go under the counter, turn towards the cabinet, open it up, and place the contract back in. You think, this is so weird. And as you do so, you begin to hear creaking from behind you. Suddenly, everything around you is dark. The sound of the creaking slowly murmurs from below you. And as you turn away from the cabinet, you find yourself already standing before your suit of armor, prepared. There is an intruder in your shop.
Well, no matter how weird it feels, I will defend my shop. And I turn around and I just put the suit of armor on.
It clanks closed as it has in the past. It feels strangely nostalgic, but you swear you've done this more recently.
This is my Mark II armor. Stranger and stranger. And I get like real low and I change it to the infiltrator mode and I just start sneaking through my shop to figure out who's breaking.
As you leave your room to sneak in through your shop, you remember this is weirdly unfamiliar. It's nostalgic again. This is your old shop. You haven't been here in years. This is another portion of Waterdeep when you only had enough money for this small hole-in-the-wall shop.
Been here in a while. Wait. But I am here. And this is now. But I haven't been here in a while.
You hear crashing from the back room of your shop. And then you hear, oops.
I just gnome sneak back there. My little legs.
You gnome sneak back and you creak open the door just slightly. You seeing a large figure dressed all in black, just grabbing sprockets, bolts, putting it inside of a bag. He grabs your latest invention, a mechanical duck, a replication of what you had given to your last mentor. Looks at it. Quack. Bubbles pop out from it. Nods, puts it into the bag.
You have one sentence. One sentence to save your life.
The figure grasps the bag and begins to back up, looks towards your direction. You can see with your dark vision tusks, small tusks from underneath, green skin. You only see black and white in the dark. Tusks from underneath. Someone familiar to you. You definitely know this person, maybe? And he goes, cheese it! And he turns around and runs towards the back door.
I can blast him with the lightning launcher right in his back as he's trying to run away.
All right, as you gotta roll for it, right? Go ahead and roll range. Yeah.
Got 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit. I mean, this is crushed before he got any training. As it zaps him from the back, it just drops to the ground, and you hear like some crashing below, crashing below as he lands on the bag. And the he lands on the bag. You hear just spattering, crashing, and then you hear quack inside of the bag.
I'll run over and I'll snap my fingers. And or I'll hold up my trusty wrench that I've had since forever, and the beams of the magic missiles will come up a level 1, and I'll say, "Well, that was an unfortunate last word."
And he turns around and he goes,
I don't know how Bree was meant to help you, stranger, but I think the guard will like to have a nice talk with you.
Wait, no, please. No, just look, I don't have a lot, and I figured it'd be the easy target, and just I'm sorry. This is
like
all
a short joke. Is it because I'm small that you thought that you could rob my store? Is that what's happening right now?
He goes, no. That's not what I'm saying. This is all I know. Okay, I'm not like the other orcs. I can't just go out there and just bring people down alleyways and fight them for their money. All I know how to do is take. I promise I won't hit this chop again.
How old are you?
How old was he? I forget.
I think at this point he would have been like 14.
14? 14.
No.
Here's
what you're
he
going
covers
to
his
do.
face.
Here's what you're going to do. And I will stop concentrating on the magic missiles, and I'll stand up, and I'll take his cloak from him, and I'm going to take the bag, and I'm going to kind of bundle him up and put him underneath my arm. And I say, oh no, I walk over, and I grab a broom from behind one of the counters, and I just kind of throw it to him on the floor, and I say, you're going to sweep and clean the glass that you broke. And then I'm going to give you 2 copper pieces.
What?
Now, there's a few things that I do have flaws in, son, and stuttering or unclear speech is not one of those things.
Okay. Yeah, right away. He stands up, grabs the broom as fast as possible, and begins to sweep.
You do a good job. If I find a piece of glass, you'll only get 1 copper outside of your pile. And I'll just kind of go around to the back of my my counter, and I'll stuff them under like one of the many cubby holes that I have. I'll just kind of like rest on the counter and watch this this very young orc sweep up the mess that he's made in my shop.
You hear as he sweeps all the pieces up again. Very familiar feeling, and you can't help but think there's a strange sense of pride that you're feeling right now. Almost as if you've known this person for a very long time, but you can't grasp exactly who they are. But you feel like you've done the right thing. You feel like this will pay off. The sounds of the glass and the sprockets click against the cobblestone as you suddenly feel your hands move in small, very precise patterns. The sounds of clicking then echo within your head. A bright light shines down on your vision, warm and familiar. Your eyes adjust to your surroundings again as the form of your father comes into view. Sitting higher than you, head tucked down into the details of the machinations before him. Your eyes wander from him to the companion in the sky over at Eltegard. They wander back around the walls of the workshop at the various drawings of wondrous machines. Your view is immediately drawn back to the most inspirational space on the wall. An island, waiting above rolling clouds as if it were water. Have I told you about how I met your mother?
Only 100 times, Dad.
Well, here I go again. He goes on to tell you the tale he's told time and time and time again. The City of Shades and the threat of the Lord of Shades. At first, it was just a job from the Harpers. He went in to bring back Netherese artifacts before they became lost to the Plane of Shadows, and left with a romance stronger than any mythal that Elminster can produce. And with a tear in his eyes, turns to you, looks you up and down with the proudest smile that he could muster.
I look down and I see that I'm most likely at a smaller desk that looks like his desk, but that was made just for me, and I have very small gears and stuff, and I'm working probably like on a watch or something like that. And I say, yes, and you lived happily ever after.
And I will continue to live happily ever after, especially with you boys. And then you hear the door swing wide open from the workshop. Bilbis, Bilbis, let's play City of Shades. You be the Lord of Shades this time. I want to be the good guy. I want to be
Look-
Dad. I'm Dad.
Look, I don't know if I'm gonna be finished with this anytime soon, and
Yeah, but you can finish it later. You can come with me now.
I just kind of like do that kid thing where like I slowly look up at the dad and like put the puppy dog eyes just.
Roll me persuasion.
21.
21. Your dad. I love that video. Your dad just looks over to I think his name is Bindis.
Mhm.
Yes. Looks over to Bindis and just goes, Bindis, your brother is currently working on his own artifact right now for the next the next session of play. Maybe it'll be of use to the heroic the heroic adventuring party for whenever you are able to get his attention. And Bindis is just like, but so I get to be Dad next time, right?
Sure.
Yes. This door closes shut. You see everything around you kind of shake and shatter, and your father looks down on you and he winks.
Thank you,
Turns
Dad.
back.
Thank you so much.
Turns back to his machine and he goes, "Anytime, Bilbis. Anytime." And he continues to work on his little machines. As long as you're here to listen to my stories, I'll be here to make sure you're always on track.
Hopefully this clock will help me too. And I wind it up a little bit, and then I let it go, and it just starts ringing after 3 seconds. I did it.
As
We
you
did it,
you're
hooray.
proud of what you had just accomplished. The watch in your view goes dark. Nothing, it is, whatever you're holding is no longer in your hands. You look around you and it's just darkness. You feel a cold draft kind of billowing around your vicinity. Comfortable yet uncomfortable all at once. You feel your throat tight. The warm the warm light from the companion no longer shines through the window before you. Now it's just darkness, gray, cold. What lovely memories you have, Bilbis Begobot. But unfortunately, it is time to go. Your friends will be here yet.
I look around. Who's talking to me right now?
The voice echoes through a dark, billowing cloud before you. The cold cobblestone then turns into a harsh, jagged landscape. Your feet begin to move involuntarily as the sight of a large crystal spire comes closer and closer into view. All the while, the billowing cloud guides you forward.
I look down. When I look at my feet, what am I wearing anything? What's going on here physically with me?
You are not wearing your armor. You are actually entirely nude.
Is there anything on the ground? Like, what does the ground look like as we're going forward?
The ground is speckled with jagged stones all throughout, and no matter where you step, it does not hurt. You do not feel anything below you. You feel that it's floor, but nothing is damaging your very being.
Can I, as I'm involuntarily moving forward, I'm gonna try and reach down. Can I manipulate anything below me?
As you continue to move forward, you reach down. Your body moves very slowly, almost as if trying to wade through water. Your throat catches for a moment. You begin to try to manipulate some of the rocks. So you're able to shove some of them across the way with you.
I will take 2 rocks.
You take 2 rocks from the plane of shadows as you see a hand reach out, trying to grab you.
Whoa! Hands
You-
off the goods.
You turn to one side as you see the billowing cloud covers this creature. You hear screech as it pulls back into the shadows again. This figure before you looks down towards your direction, a white, placid mask, unmoving, almost unfeeling, at least from its appearance.
Do I know what I'm looking at here?
Roll me a religion.
16.
You knew what you were looking at. But the thought suddenly escapes you. In fact, where are you going? What are you even doing? What is this figure before you? Wait, where is the figure? As you are now on your own. All you know is you must go back to your shop. Someone should be manning the shop, but you forget who it is, if not you. You stand before the gates of this city, and it begins to rise as you approach. The sounds of moaning permeate the solid facade that protects it.
Don't want to be too loud, but I want to keep looking around for things I can collect on the ground. I feel like I'm being magically enchanted to do things, and I might have a means of rescuing myself. I'll try
You
everything I can.
currently, the thought of rescuing yourself, the thought of being magically enchanted, it begins to fade as your body crosses the threshold of the city. It feels almost as if it is your duty at this point. Your duty to man your shop. You should continue your life. You should continue to make sure that the business is in order. You go ahead and roll me a perception check if you want to try to collect something still.
Oh, absolutely. 19.
19. As you continue to walk down this thoroughfare, passing various faces and bodies in varying states of damage, you feel your throat contract as you cough up a spout of water.
Ooh.
Splashes into the ground, and you see one of the people there kind of turn to you. Are you okay? The person is nude, just as you. A large gash coming down their chests. They do not react.
I need to get back to my shop. I don't know how, but I will make it happen.
Throughout the various people, you see that among them, the undamaged are glowing with a certain aura. They are wearing armor. They are wearing clothes. They are carrying weaponry.
Does anyone have a mallet?
Your perception shows that there is someone that is currently carrying a mallet.
Okay. I think that counts. I'm going to go over to that person and say, "May I borrow your mallet, please?"
The person looks down at you for a moment and then just analyzes you. The Lord of Wonders does only lends tools to those who are believing.
The Lord of Wonders. Do I know who that is? Can
Roll me with-
I pull that knowledge from the fog in my mind right now?
You lived in a city of Torm. Go ahead and roll me a religion check right now.
22.
22. You know the Lord of Wonders is Gond. He is the god of all invention miracles of the world.
Okay. I say, I am a follower of God.
Roll me a deception check.
I'm not good at this. It's not what my character's made for. 15. I'm rolling all right.
13. No, you are actually rolling really well for your first
Yeah.
time back. This is really surprising. I would have expected a 1 by this point.
Yeah.
He looks down at you for a moment. If you are a child of Gond, then an acolyte will come for you soon. I will request a mallet for you.
I just want to borrow yours, just for like a few seconds, please.
Roll me one more persuasion, and this is gonna be it.
God dang it. Okay, here we go. Ah, there it is. 10.
He entirely ignores your request and begins to walk off, his aura, his warm aura beginning to fade off in the distance, melding within the crowd.
Well, I'm naked. In a place I've never been before, around people I've never met before. But I need to get back to my shop, and I just need one tool, and I'll be infinitely more capable. That's it. I'm gonna look around.
As you say, you do not know where your shop is. You're an unfamiliar place. Give me a second here. You know, I always put these notes exactly where I need them, and then when I need them, I don't find them. As you look around, as you say you do not know where you are, you do not know how to get to your shop, you find the ever so familiar sign, Bagel Boggle Bunch of Bobble, hanging and swinging off to the wayside, down an alleyway.
I look around. I take off towards it.
You run towards your shop and you slam the door open, and then the bell ding 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 rings as you step within. It looks just as how you remember it.
If that's
And
the case, there should be a backup suit of armor in the back. I upgraded recently. I'm gonna run into the back and see what I can find.
You run into the back and you see just a bunch of objects strewn about. You see a lot of it matches what your memory of it matches, including the mirror in the back room. You see a bunch of metal split across the ground.
If that's all I see, I'm gonna go to the mirror and try and activate it. See if I can reach out to anyone I know in the area.
You look in the mirror and you focus for a moment. Then you, strangely, it doesn't do what you expect it to do. Putting this vision or visage in front of you now, for as long as you have now, it seems strangely aged. Everything in this room, everything in this city, the shop, everything that's familiar to you looks flat, placid. There is almost no wonder to them, no texture.
It's a facsimile. Where am I? This isn't my shop. My shop would have solutions in these vials, cooking and constant clockwork sounding of things, and my armor and my mirror and warmth and someone.
Bling-ling-ling-ling. You hear the bell calling from the front of your store.
I'll turn around and say, "One minute, I'm not dressed," and I'll just try and look around and see if I can find anything to throw around me.
There are a bunch of different tarps and bags you
work.
can.
Freaking toga. Wrap it around me, tuck it in, wrap it around my shoulder, and I'll come out and I'll say, "I'm sorry, my store's in disarray."
It
But,
looks clean. No disarray, only balance and neutrality. Except this being that's standing in front of your shop. Face half chewed off, standing, scrawny, naked. What are you wearing?
Well, there was a time in culture where there was a grand kingdom that existed that would wear things such as this. It's not important. Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name's Henry. Just looking for, what do you sell here?
Trinkets. Magical items.
I'm
Yes.
looking for that.
A trinket.
Yes.
Okay. I look around on the shelves. Are they populated? Do I have anything sitting around or?
There's just a cluster of a bunch of different things, but again, when you look at these things, they are lacking life.
Can I find? I look behind the counter. Do I have like any kinds of tools whatsoever behind the counter?
Roll me. Oh, you were gone when I enacted this. Roll me a luck check. Call high or low, and then roll a d100.
Oh, sure. Roll D100. High or lower? Oh, we'll go high. 88.
You find a single tool. It is a very mediocre mallet that's sitting in your cabinet.
I go and I grab the mallet and I say, "Ha! Whoa!
How much
you
for
know
that?
What I could do? Hold on. I'm going to do something with this." And I grab a bunch of materials, just random stuff, and I smash them to pieces with the mallet. And I take some time. I'm guessing time doesn't really work
the same way here.
Another body comes in, a larger, buffer man, arm completely missing. What's he doing? He's smashing stuff. He's making me a trinket. Cool.
I
Hey,
will
make me
create.
one too.
I will, with that, create a tiny clockwork music box.
That takes an hour, right?
Yes, it takes a long time.
As you make this thing, these two people standing in front, they're just kind of standing there gawking at you. All the while, another figure actually walks in as well and just stands in the back and watches. They've got a hole punctured into the chest, just watching you. And you finish up the music box. It sits in front of you. You hate it. You fucking hate it.
By far the worst music box. But they say that at least, and I don't know, I seem to have lost all control over internal monologues, but it's the work itself that brings the pleasure. Here, and I toss it to him.
He catches it. He goes, "How much?"
A promise.
Yeah, okay.
When next I tell you to do something, you do it.
Is that a good deal?
Oh, it's the best one you could have.
Roll me a deception check
Right
real
now,
quick.
I guess. I don't know what the heck
That's
this
good.
place is. It's got a hole in your chest. I don't know how much more you can offer me. Boom. 14.
14. He goes, "Yeah, maybe."
Then maybe, and I stand up and I take the music box. I don't give you the music box.
Oh. Can I have something else?
No, next customer. And I point to the other guy who just walked in.
Nice.
He just looks down. It just turns away. The big guy just goes, big hand.
I'm curious, and I turn on the I turn off the trigger that prevents the spring from moving that starts the music. What music comes out of this music box?
Nothing. There's no life in this music box. You hate it.
I give it to the big guy.
He gives his hand and he goes, "How much?"
A promise.
What's that?
You'll beat up the guy that has the hole in his chest.
Oh yeah, I'll do that for free.
That works for me.
He turns around and goes out the door with the music box. And you hear, "Poof, ah!" in the outside.
Also, we can feel pain here. That's good to know.
Oh no, doesn't matter. You're not out there.
No, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
As
I
you go on.
made it to my shop. I've made something. I feel a little bit better. I don't like how it turned out. Okay, now we sit down and we think. We have ourselves a think. We do something I said that I would do.
You think and think and think for days and days as people come in and out, and you keep building these lifeless monstrosities before you, becoming less and less and less polished as it goes. Your pride and passion is gone within this gray world. Until one day, A creature, dark, leathery skin, horns, steps through your door and just kind of looks all around the room.
Welcome
It's-
to Bagel Boggle Spits and Bobbles. How can I help you?
Ooh, it seems that life has finally been drained from you. Interesting. He kind of climbs up on the counter and looks you straight in the face.
I'm gonna roll a deception check.
Yeah, go.
Guys, I think Bilbis went to hell. This sounds like hell for Bilbis. Like, I'm like, what would hell for Arotha be? Just sunshine? Or just a bunch of fights that I can't win? Like me just getting beat up every day?
Practically part of Tinker's tools.
Yeah, you reach out and do the same motions you do for magic missile. You feel as if it will be formed into the darts that you're familiar with, at the highest level. But just before you see the weave being turned and twisted into shadow as it dematerializes before it's able to be released from your grasp. Haven't mastered the shadow weave now, have you?
It's my first time.
Well,
There is something
Wow.
I do know how to do.
Bilbis went to hell, guys.
I smash him in the face with a mallet.
roll me a strength check.
Oh god.
Yeah, Bilbis is learning from
So
Arotha!
that's a -1.
Punch him in the mouth! Punch him in the mouth!
There it is. 5 makes
Yeah,
sense for
As
Bilbis.
you swing, doosh, the varnish like splashes up between each
The
side. He
varnish.
jumps off, and you're seeing. Ooh, I'm just here to make a deal with you.
Don't make a
Why
deal with
so
the devil!
hostile?
Don't do it. Don't do it, Bilbis.
Forgive me. The last thing that I met that had horns was... I don't remember, but I know I don't like it.
Oh, okay, well, you're like this. And he kind of crawls up again. Looks. Seems you might have caught on. You're dead. You've been spouting up water, haven't you?
Very
Gross.
personal. I like people knowing that I'm dead.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody else does. Only those with the colorful auras and me.
I look down. Do I have a colorful aura?
You do not have a colorful aura. You are entirely plain. But there's something about you. There's something keeping you from going fully into the darkness. And you're not sure what it is.
It's us. It's our love.
Well,
It's our love!
Tormentor of the undead. Speak your purpose.
How would you like to come back to the living and work for Asmodeus?
What do I... As I reach through the fog and the darkness of this place, what do I remember about an Asmodeus?
Oh, actually, how is it pronounced? Asmodeus or Asmodeus?
It's completely up to you.
I've been
think
saying
it's
Asmodeus this whole time. I've been pronouncing it as Asmodeus this whole time, but it might be
That's completely
entirely
fine.
wrong.
English is stupid.
Okay, that's fine.
I always thought it was Ozymandias, or is that a different?
Ozymandias is a former king, or more recently known in the Watchmen movie. He's the blonde guy who.
Okay, so it's not the same character.
No,
Or
Ozymandias-
same
you were not
figure,
joking.
if you will.
Yeah.
No, dead
Ozymandias
ass,
is a name.
bro.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I got it correctly.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Roll me-
Asmodeus or Asmodeus is different than
I hit.
Ozymandias. Yeah.
Roll me
Yeah.
religion.
Religion. 6.
You do not know anything specific about Asmodeus. But whatever it is cannot be good.
What does Asmodeus want with someone like me?
Oh, we're building an army.
I'm not a soldier.
You will be, if you want to live. Will you take the deal or not, Bilbis Bigglebug?
I'm not a soldier. And if there's anything I do, is that I do everything that I do well. And I would not be a good soldier. So unfortunately, I, as a auteur, craftsman, and professional, will not take up that line of work.
Then enjoy the Wall of the Faithless. Turns away and leaves your door.
I
As you-
scratch that into the counter so I won't forget that that is the name of this place. And then I also scratch in maybe trapped by Asmodeus into there.
You feel a torrent of water coming from your lungs up into your throat as it contracts. You're coughing as again a geyser of water spills onto your varnish. When you look down again, your varnish is clean, placid, lifeless.
I can't remember. There was something that I would do that would help me in these situations. Formulaic method. Can't remember. I'm gonna leave the shop and start looking around, following. Since I know that this is a wall, I'm gonna put my right hand to the wall, and I'm just start walking in the direction.
You have to go towards the outside of this location, touching the fortress walls, and you see up above again green filling each and every crevice of this wall, and moaning coming from the top as if there is something above. Follow it through. You hear the moaning coming from around you, nearby, as you continue to follow the wall. All around Hicks, you forget how time works.
I start counting.
6, 9, 3.
No, that's
Can't be. Are these even numbers? They must be.
Or even numbers.
What order do they go in, and what rhythm would it be? You're unsure. You feel as if the only thing that has any rhythm at all is your shop, your work. That is the only rhythm you understand.
Okay. Forgetting why I'm even out here, touching this wall. I need to get back to the shop. And I just automatically, I guess, set back to go forward in there. And then I just, being in my shop means it's time to work. So I just start continuing to try and build stuff.
You build and build and build. Again, everything lifeless, everything filled with more and more hate within you, until you just reset again. And you
Gotta get out of here.
build.
Where the heck am I? And then I go out and I put my hand on the wall. And then I trail the wall again. And then I go, why am I out here? And then I go back into the shop.
Your daily routine starts to ingrain itself within you. You're in the shop again. Clink, clink. Out in the wall again. Back to the shop. Clink, clink. It's driving you crazy. then resets. The Living Dead Party. As you come out from your haze, emotions running heavy in your hearts, reliving everything that you had seen before. You feel a coldness begin to surround you in this darkness. As you stand in a large room, circular in nature, cobblestone. Outside, all you see is gray and darkness. You're standing before each other, completely naked. Except for Arotha, who has a red aura billowing around her. It's larger than she is. Her left arm is black as night. The aura.
Tabitha, I can see your boobs.
Wait, what? I look down, I immediately cover myself.
You cover yourself with your hands with absolutely no success.
Arndale, turn around.
I'm just standing there, like, just looking around.
I want to go try to hide behind Arotha.
You hide as you go and hide behind Arotha. You feel this red aura almost seeping into you. You begin to feel an anger that you have never felt before. Actually, maybe one time before. You don't like it. It doesn't feel good.
I back away from her.
I don't look down at her with empty crazy eyes. I'm just like, hey.
Where have you taken us?
You all hear this voice.
Oh, hey, bud. Where are you?
Are there any rocks around?
There are columns surrounding the walls.
So we're
But other
naked
than
with
that-
Sorry, good.
Other than that, it is there's no loose debris.
Okay, keep going.
We're naked without our weapons?
You have no weapons.
Okay. But I hear my big homie. Alright.
Seems like only your souls were taken.
I really don't know. But we're not gonna make this a long trip. We're gonna handle some business. And I wanna just start striding off into the distance, looking for anyone.
Begin to stride off in the distance with nowhere to go. There is no exit. You look out the large windows before you and look down to the jagged terrain below. Darkness. Gray. And no escape from this area as you hear an unfamiliar voice. I laughed. I cried. I gripped my throne with suspense. Your memories, your life stories, they were delicious.
Me? My life story?
All of you so tragic. Oh, is that Bane?
It's the Raven bitch.
Oh! Bane! Come on!
Guide of the lost souls, holier than thou, while she's coming to the suffering of mortal kind.
Ooh, how the pot calls the kettle black, Bane.
Oh.
Except I don't hide being a mask.
And that is why you no longer sit in your tower. Now, souls skirting the edge of life and death, what brings you to seek the audience of the Raven Queen?
We want to reclaim the soul of our dear friend Bilbis.
So, you risk your lives to save a single soul.
Hell
It's
yeah.
that important, is it?
It is. Literally
friend.
life or death. You know what I'm saying? You get me?
What is it? What is so special about this soul that you feel you must sacrifice so much?
Listen, Bilbis is the best of us, alright?
I'm gonna quickly pull Arotha back and
Does it matter? If I just exchange my life for his, can we have him back?
Oh my damn.
Ooh, that's just not how it works. When life is lost, it can only reach salvation through the graces of their true deity. And those who are without become one with the wall of the faithless.
Well, listen. We had faith in Bilbis and Bilbis had faith in us. And that's enough faith to make a soul survive. So, what would you accept in trade for his soul?
Tell you what, I will offer 2 deals in return for finding a way home for your friend. You hand the Lord of Tyranny to me.
Who, Bane?
Willingly separate your soul from his.
Don't listen to her.
And I will put him back in his rightful place. Or you can form a pact with me, any of you, and take the duties of my current acolyte. Kill the necromancer, Riven Anzarai. When the job is done, you will be freed of your contract.
I cut my hand open, deal!
I step forward. Yeah, I step forward.
Riven's our
And,
friend.
Listen, I've been
No,
holding
no, I
off
step
on
forward.
telling you guys this, but Riven is the one that sent Nana Dustbone to our world, and he's the reason that Elo was taken, and he's the reason that Elo's mom got killed.
All right, I look at the Raven Queen, dead in the eyes,
Oh,
in
sorry.
the eye holes of the mask, and I extend my
What she
hand
looks like.
and oh shit, okay, that's nice.
It's so pretty.
All right, I extend my hand.
I will take out Riven in exchange for Bilbis's life.
Hold on. Let me reword that.
Return Bilbis to us, and I will see it done. If I fail, then I will take the place of your...
What'd she say? Not the word.
Acolyte.
but-
Acolyte.
I will take the place of your acolyte.
I think killing him is taking the place of the acolyte.
Yeah.
Well, there was also something about the Tyranny King.
That's
but-
that's Bane. That's mine.
Oh, got it. Okay.
We can either give her Bane or kill Riven.
Got it. But the problem is that I want Bilbis first before we kill Riven. So I'm trying to figure out how to word that properly.
You can take your time. As
Okay.
long as you're under my pact, I will see you take the contract through to the end. Unlike the previous incompetent soul.
So
I'm going to spit in my hand. Not hakalugi, but just like and then stick my hand out.
I want to grab his wrist before she touches his hand. And I want to go, when is Bilbis returned to us?
I will speak to my network. See who is the most fitting of your Bilbis Bagel Boggle. And send them to the city of judgment. He will speak on... They will speak on his behalf. And ensure he gets sent home. And a small little necklace begins to rotate and float down before you. His soul will then be part of this reliquary. Do not get me wrong, he will not be alive, but he will seem so, and he will live the rest of his days as he wishes. But for intents and purposes, his body's a puppet.
But his soul is gonna, like, he's gonna still think like Bilbis and be like Bilbis and like
He
all
will
the
be
things
the
that
exact man that you remember him being.
I grabbed the necklace.
Oh,
Grab it.
oh, I'm gonna
Do the-
grab. Oh no!
do the
Why
deal,
would you
do the
fucking
deal.
Do that!
Do the
Why
deal.
would you do this?
We're the worst.
What the fuck, dude?
Just
I was
the-
getting ready to grab it.
Just the three of us in
No.
chaos all the time. All right. Well, once.
Tabitha, what
So
are you
how
doing?
will
Give that to me.
Do the deal. Do the deal.
how will we
Give it
know
to
when
me.
his spirit? As they're arguing, I'm like, how will we know when his spirit's inside the necklace? Because we can literally kill two birds with one stone. Because Bilbis's body is with the necromancer right now. So when we go to get him, can we dump his soul in his body, bring him back to life, and then kill the dude?
You will have to retrieve his soul back at the city.
So we gotta
And
go
once
look,
you do
get his
so-
city.
Once you do so, you must bring it back to his corpse.
Okay, do the deal. Hey, do the deal.
She is billowing in before all of you. The mask completely emotionless for a moment, allowing you guys to talk it out.
No,
There's
do
nothing
it.
to talk about. We're gonna fucking kill Riven. We're gonna kill Riven.
What if you shut
I'm
your
not.
ass? Let's go.
I'm not giving you Bane.
turn
I
around-
need
turn
him
around
to
and I
kill
extend
Mana
my
Dustbolt.
hand as the saliva, like kind of silvery blue, starts to like kind of run a little bit down, because like in all the motion, it just kind of, it's starting to spread all over my palm now. But I extend my hand out again.
I am not here to play games. I see that there are two of you here.
It's
who
my
wish to-
life. It's my life. For this deal, it's mine.
Then come to an agreement with your cleric.
I turn to both of them. It's mine.
I'm not doing the deal. I just
Take
want to hold the
anything.
thing.
You have to give him the necklace, Tabitha. He has to carry the necklace. It's his deal. Let him carry the necklace.
Don't break it.
I kind of snarl a little bit, like just a smidge. So like you can see it in my face. I'm a little annoyed that you did this. Like we were coming to
Can't
the
believe
terms,
you've
and you
done
just
this.
fucking yanked the thing. I'm like, just fucking give it to me.
I can't believe you've done this.
I want to place it as gently as I can in his hand. Don't.
I grab it, and then like I grab it with my left hand, since I'm using my right to exchange or to shake. And then I'll like whip the I guess the chain part, like I'll whip it around my finger so that I have a good grip on it.
Before
Not
you
like a
guys can
fucking crushing
It's,
grip.
it
but,
crushes
like,
immediately.
yeah, not a crushing grip, but like enough to hold it in my hand.
before you guys finalize this deal, I want you guys to understand it. Right? Either hand over the Lord of Tyranny, so he goes back to his rightful place, or form a pact with the Raven Queen, replace and take the duties of her current acolyte, kill Riven. You can kill
Yep.
Riven at any point. you want.
Before we continue,
job.
hold on. Before we shake, or we come to this agreement, out of curiosity, who is the King of Tyranny?
He looks over to Orotha and goes, "The king of tyranny died like a roach he was during the time of troubles. And that's where he belongs, in death. You're making a mistake bringing him where he wants."
You are making a mistake dealing a deal with her.
A lot of mistakes being made here. Can
We're the fuck ups. We
It was-
keep making
That's
mistakes.
what we do. Raven Queen,
It's who we are.
does the Lord of Tyranny have the power to destroy the Nana Dustbone?
His power was immense and will only grow to that size again if you allow it.
So, when it was at its strongest point, would he have had the power to kill Nana Dustbone?
I tire of these games.
I just want
Maybe
to
if-
kill the River Witch. I'll kill the River Witch. I'll kill Riven. I just want Bilbis back. But for me to give you Bane, I need to know that he's useless.
If this is the path that you choose, then you may choose it on your own accord. The material realm can only bring me more memories once this comes to fruition. So,
How do
Do
I
what
give
you
you? How do I give you Bane? Like I don't even know where he is right now.
he is all around you, child.
Do not dare.
I'm just talking, Bane. Jesus, I'm just trying.
Listen, I don't know who you are. You don't support me. You don't take care of my people. You haven't done anything for me. Why should we not give you up in exchange to help our friend, who means a lot more to me than just your voice?
I've got unlimited power if you allow me to return to my rightful throne. I can accomplish your goals better than your friend can.
No one's better than Bilbis.
I want to stick out my hand towards the Raven Queen and say, take him.
Getting rid of Bane?
Yeah.
Which one are you guys doing?
Let me give her Bane, Taffy.
She is
I-
not as strong as I.
I
I
turn
promise this.
I turn towards Taffy.
Clearly she is if you're here and she's there.
I turn towards Arundel and go, Bane is the hammer axe. What was it? What are you? A maul?
He's currently
He's
an
an axe.
A great axe, yeah.
Bane is the great axe that I picked up that was making me act all crazy. If giving him up will save Bilbis, we can find alternative ways to kill Nana Dustbone. But you have to let me talk to Riven when we get back to Bilbis's body, because Riven has a lot of explaining to do about what I read in that journal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Deal. And then I turn around and then I extend my hand again.
Well, this is not your deal to make this time.
But
It's my soul.
If we give her Bane, it's not your soul anymore. She gets Bane. You don't have to do the other thing anymore.
I don't want this to backfire and it to come back onto you.
So you would do both?
No, we're not doing both. We're not doing both. She said one or the other.
I mean, theoretically, though, we would be doing both. Because we're going to potentially fuck up Riven for our own gain, but it would end up being what she requested.
So then she's not getting
no,
Bane.
I was only killing Riven if Arotha didn't give up Bane. I'm not just gonna kill Riven. If killing Riven brought Bilbis back, I would kill Riven. If giving up Bane brings Bilbis back, then I'm not killing Riven.
I just don't want this to backfire, guys.
But
I understand.
We
so you would prefer us do both things, give up the magic guy and sell your soul?
No. I don't mind giving up Bane. I just
Also,
you
you don't have to sell your soul. We just have
you
to
keep
kill
saying
Riven.
that. You keep saying you're selling your soul. Are you trying to kill Arundel? What is happening?
No, I just don't. Dude, I just don't.
We're
I
gonna
don't
talk
trust-
after
I
this.
don't-
Arundel
look,
has
this
been
is- look,
suicidal for like the
this
past 8
This
sessions.
is a little meta. This is a little meta gamey of me. I don't like making deals with fucking demons or entities of this fucking level. I always feel like it's gonna backfire.
I get that, but you're
Sometimes
trying to
it
make a
doesn't,
double deal
but
now.
I
That's-
always have that. I have mistrust in.
I
fucking
understand
deity.
what you're saying, but what you're doing is contrary
a
to
double
that
deal.
belief. She gave us 2 options. Sell your soul to her, become her new maid, acolyte, and kill Riven, or give her Bane. One of the two, and Bane is not fond of her. He's shaking in his fucking boots, and you want to do both.
No, I don't want to do both. If you give up Bane, I don't want like there to be any sort of like repercussions on your part because you're the one giving Bane up. You see what I'm saying?
But what would
No.
you
Bane-
selling your soul to her change about me giving up Bane?
I guess I'm thinking of it in the sense of like whoever's the one that gives it up is the one who might have to deal with whatever repercussions that happens after the fact. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know, man. I'm fucking like.
Because Taffy, even if I give up Bane, like Bane's not yours to give. So
True.
either way, I would still be on the receiving end of whatever's wrong, with the exception that you also gave up your soul. Like Bane's not
I see what you're
yours to
saying. I see what you're
give.
saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. In that case, then Arundel would that's fine. Carry on.
So you guys are deciding to give up Bane?
Bless
then?
you.
Bless you, Eugen.
They said bless you, Eugen. Oh, she has headphones on. So you guys are deciding to give up Bane then?
So does he have to give me the necklace then?
Yeah, well, we still have to do that. We still have to find him, don't we?
Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
It's what Leo does shit like this that makes you like super anxious, bro.
I
No.
just want to make sure you guys
Are
understand
you
what's happening.
sure?
Well,
I just want to make
can
sure
you
you
finish?
guys understand what
Yeah.
deal you're making here.
Can you finish explaining what you were going to explain earlier before Taffy stopped you?
Yeah, I'm
Is that
sorry. I wanted you to explain it like in character because I was getting ready to do something too. So
What was the question?
You
so
were
if you can explain the
explaining.
deal or reestablish the deal
You were.
for
Oh,
our better understanding.
You were Yeah, you were about to explain something to us.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, you guys understand the deal. You hand over Bane, lose any power, any semblance of the pact that you are currently forming with him, or form a pact with her. Replace her current acolyte and kill Riven at any point in time. She will keep her eye on you. Meanwhile,
So 2 people with a pack or no people with a pack.
correct.
I'm just waiting. I just want to go to the spot where we can get Bilbis' soul because I'm not making a pack either way.
Yeah, I look at Arotha and I just kind of nod my head. I'm like, okay.
I reach out for the necklace.
The necklace drops into your hand gently as Arundel gives it back to you. And she looks, or the mask turns towards your direction. Cloud billows over to you as you reach your hand out.
You don't want to do this.
You shouldn't have opened your mouth and insulted Bilbis. We were on our way out.
I can kill the godson.
I killed the river witch before. I'll do it again.
She is not the problem.
She's
She
my
is
problem.
a subordinate.
She is my only problem. I will not allow you to use my hatred for her to turn me against the people I care about.
You will regret this, Rotha.
I
promise.
stretch my hand out towards the Raven Queen.
The smoke billows around your forearm as it does so, filling the aura around you. The red aura begins to be taken, turning blacker and blacker and blacker. The large figure that was currently lifted above your figure is sucked completely out and formed into a small ball of pure blackness. Floating above her, she just looks at it for a moment. Perfect. Now you have rid the world of another taint. Now, the necklace. Bring it to the City of Judgment before Kalimvor, and he will release your friend's soul if my networks come through. But beware, once the soul attaches, the other faithless will follow.
Okay. There's nothing I can say now. I already gave her Bane, so fuck it. Alright.
Did you change? Do you want to change your mind?
I don't like the if that she threw in there at the end there. If, Raven Queen, your connection does not come through.
We will find a way. It may take months, years, centuries, but we will find a way for you. We'll make sure this, and she looks at the ball again, act of goodness within you is paid well.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn around and start walking out. How do I get out of here? Turn around. I'm like, how do I get out of here?
As you turn around to walk away, large iron double doors begin to open within the walls that previously did not contain doors. She begins to billow out of the doors itself, and then a path forms down a jagged mountainside, showing you exactly where you need to go. Follow this path. Watch for the souls that crave and cling to life. You will be safe. Find your friend. Best of.
I put the necklace on and like tuck it into my. Oh, I'm naked. I put the necklace on.
As you
walk down the stairs.
As you put the necklace on, you feel as if you are connected to it in a way. Right now, it's hollow, empty, cold, very lonely.
Don't worry, little necklace. We're gonna put a nice warm soul in you.
I want to whisper in Arotha's ear. Do you feel Bilbis? Are you closer with him now?
Nah, he's not in there yet. But when he get in there though, he gonna be right at home.
As you guys begin to walk down the mountain path towards the City of Judgment, let's take a 5-minute break real quick so I can use the bathroom and get a drink, and then we're gonna come back to Bilbis.
Why do
Bilbis
we
in
always
his
fucking
endless
make
cycle.
demons? Or why do we always? I don't know about you guys, but every fucking time I play Dungeons and Dragons, I always, the group I'm with always makes fucking deals with demons or like god level entities every fucking time.
I want to point out, we made a deal with her. You were trying to make a pact with her. It was like, Arotha has a pact with a demon, and then you were going to make a pact with a demon instead of having no pact.
I know that. I know that, right? It was one or the other. But the other thing too that I was trying to make sure, I was trying to guarantee that we get Bilbis. Like I want Bilbis first, and then
no,
Biz.
that's fine. I was just like, you were like, oh, 2 of us will have our souls gone, or no one will have their soul gone. You're like, I'm gonna go with the 2 souls. That's what didn't make sense to me. I'm like, no,
Right.
I'm not
But
your
the
soul
problem-
to the demon.
But the
business.
problem then becomes is whatever we just gave up, or whoever we just gave up, that is going to fucking like, that's gonna cause a whole fucking ripple of dominoes.
Well, Bane was gonna cause a whole ripple of dominoes
Yeah,
for
but he
us
was-
anyway. Like, we were not heading down a good path. Like, the way this was probably gonna end was with Arotha killing you guys.
Yeah, I'm like, she was like whispering to the sword in a boat. We already thought she was unstable, and you were like, let's keep that though.
He literally has been, like, trying to get me to sacrifice Elo. Like, he's not a good
Yeah,
guy!
I didn't know all that. So now
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
why I like when she
lost.
was like, he's evil, and you were like, I don't know, I still want to make a pact with you. I'm like, why? Make her give up the evil.
Nah, I don't know, man. There's something. I mean, I guess it's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. No matter how we look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ask
Uh,
ourselves, WWBD. What would Bilbis do?
Bilbis do.
What would Bilbis do? Bam,
Yeah.
science. Oh, guys. Alright, guys. Sorry, that was meant for chat, not for you guys. But
Freaking physically painful to sit here and listen to what just happened. I was like, what? Okay, cool. Nope, you guys are gonna do what you're gonna do. But
We need you back.
awesome.
We've
You can have a
already...
zombie.
to be fair, I didn't like this idea from the start. As soon as I heard Raven Queen, I was like, fucking Leo's gonna push for this, man. He loves the
course he
Raven Queen.
Yeah.
I don't want this. But
Listen.
it seemed to be the only way. So alright.
So what would you have done? We're past it. We're past it. What do you think was
I mean,
the right
technically,
choice?
we could have found something of value and had the holy church people bring Bilbis back. We were like, nah, Raven Queen.
Well, after you told me about Nana Dustbone, I kind of lost my shit and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill Riven one way or another, whether we make this deal or not. But at least if we make this deal,
Well, I didn't know that you just have been wanting to kill Rivet. Like, even I haven't
I
wanted
didn't.
to
I
kill
didn't.
him. I just was
I
like...
didn't until you said this. But when you said it, it also made me realize that like our original job was to kill him for a reason. So I figured maybe we should
just do
like
that.
actually
to make money.
do that. Yeah.
We only were sent to kill them because someone was mistaken about how his crew was killed. Right. It was
Right.
a rock that killed them or something instead of
They
instead
thought
of
that
a
Riven
necromancer.
did.
And then
Right.
Riven has actually been saving the world by doing what he's doing and closing portals. One, and then so I agree with Dabitha as far as the church thing would have probably been what I would have done. And then as far as the deal, you guys took a long time to get there, but I'd have probably made this deal.
Yeah, like the reason I was gonna push you to do the deal with her is because I didn't think Arotha would give up Bane because she's been crazy since she got Bane. But once she was willing to do it, that's why Dabba would have been like, shh, shut up, Arndale.
Okay. See, I didn't know. I mean, I realized she was talking to herself. I didn't. I guess I didn't put
I
was
two
I
and two
think-
together
I wrote,
weapon
like,
because
I
I've
really
been
didn't think
on
he
this
was-
fucking withdrawal phase because needing booze, and then once I got the
Yeah.
booze, it's just like fuck it, bro. Like fuck it all. But
Yeah,
the thing too
I
is
literally, I
that-
think I knew he was evil since she got him. I just, she
yeah.
calmed down, and so I haven't figured out a way to get him, because I think when she first got him, I rolled and it was like, yeah, he's like this type of thing. I forgot what Leo told me, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if she should have this sword.
I don't think she should have that.
No.
Leo, was my interpretation of what was going on, like with my aura and my arm being black, right? Like the black in my arm was him like corrupting me. Was that what that was?
No,
Is my arm
Your
still
arm's
black?
no. I said the aura was black. You were not black.
No, well, not when we first got here. You said my aura was red and my left arm was black.
The left arm aura was black.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, you are
That's okay.
black. I can see you.
That's not what I meant.
Thanks.
That's not what I meant. You guys know that's not what I meant.
Hey, man.
Well, alright.
Y'all didn't leave this whole time?
No.
No, we've been
immediately-
arguing.
We immediately, yeah. We had to sit down and talk about it.
That's okay.
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess it's like the lesser of two evils, but
I would have definitely murdered you guys if I kept Bane. Like, that's the point it was going to get to. Like, he was like... I was like, you know, Elo was bait. And he was like, yeah, use her as bait. Let the witch come get her. Do it. And I was like, oh, my friends, you know, people gotta die to get there. And he's like, yeah, people gotta die. Tap into that anger. You're not mad enough. It's like, okay, relax. Calm down.
Alright.
Use my rage for love.
Bilbis. You are back in your shop again.
Okay. Been
Working
thinking.
and thinking.
And the only thing that has been different about this entire trip was that there are some people that are different from other people's. There are some people that are glowing that are different than other people. So I'm gonna actually leave and try and find another glowing person.
You see another glowing person easily out. Actually, no, what? Go ahead and roll me a check, see if you find them. Or investigation, one or the other.
I will do investigation.
Alright.
That was easy. 19.
Easily, you're able to find several actually, all around. And as you see them wandering around, one of them stops in front of a soul. It is a person that's covered in golden laces and necklaces. Oops, sorry. And you see them pull out a single coin, offer it to the person before them, and they look up, put their hand on the coin itself, and go, "May you be blessed by Joaquin." And then
Joaquin?
that body becomes, the body begins to glow. Life begins to return to this person. Their wounds begin to heal. And
Yes,
then
absolutely.
they are taken up into the sky.
Yeah, I think I want to get me some of that. Can I see?
I want some of
guy-
that shit.
Yeah. Give me 2 servants.
Yeah, let me
please.
get one
Just
down.
that good.
I'm looking. I'm gonna look for the guy that I saw that had the mallet. I'm looking for that mallet again.
Mallet boy?
Mallet man.
Second.
Mallet
go ahead and roll.
man.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation or perception at disadvantage because this is a very
course.
specific person.
I will do disadvantage and I will do investigate. 9.
It's a large city. You see other entities of different colors all around you, mostly grays, taking these other souls or other people to wherever they may belong. And every time they do so, you hear different names: Sehanin, Joaquin. You hear some Gond in there, and
I
they.
will gravitate. Sorry to interrupt. One of the people that said gone.
Okay. As you gravitate towards that direction, again, the entity as well as the person, they vanish as they do so. They are taken up into the gray skies to wherever they belong.
Okay. So then I need to narrow it down and find someone of that color before they get someone else. Go! And I just start running through the city to try and find someone of the same color.
All right, you
Up
you
BRB.
rush around the city trying to find to find everybody, to find this entity or these people.
Mhm.
With your investigation check, you are unable to find them within this large city. Everything strangely looks familiar yet unfamiliar at the same time. You ignore the moaning from the walls, and sometimes you see, as you have been doing this for a bit, you see people being taken up into the crystal spire in the center of the city itself, being
By-
walked within.
By whom?
They seem like their glowing color, strangely enough, is gray, a whitish gray, and they are in full clad armor, and before on their chest, or rather on their armor, is a symbol that is a symbol of a scale, an arm holding a scale,
I know
balanced.
what that is. But Bilbis probably.
I mean, he might. Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Okay. 24.
24. This is
Control 20.
nice. This is Kelemvor. You've studied life and death before, just even out of curiosity. What will happen when I do cross that threshold? So you're not in the Wall of the Faithless. You're in the City of Judgment. The Wall of the Faithless merely protects, surrounds the city itself. With your natural 20, the wall is made of souls that do not have anywhere to go. All they do is habitually continue their craft day in, day out, providing absolutely no productivity within the city itself.
How high were the walls?
They are, I would say, like 150, 200 feet or so.
And as I was touching them, they were just reacting with moans.
They weren't really reacting. It just, there are a lot of souls. You just happened to pass one. Probably ran your hand through its face.
Huh. I have two things. I have two options. I'm gonna roll a die, see what I decide to do.
Go for it.
Yeah. 1d100. All right. I think mechanically more than spiritually. And I go, it's a wall. Walls are scalable. Let's find out if I can scale this wall. And I'll go to my shop and I'll take some of these trinkets and I'll break them down to pittance, essentially, that I want to make out of this stuff.
Mhm.
Lifeless pittance. I'm
Okay.
gonna get a nice bag of them, and I'm gonna look around, make sure there's nothing that looks like a guardian or one of these demon boys and make
Mhm.
my way to a wall and see if I can escape.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Six.
You do not see anyone watching you or anything happening at all. And you go up to the wall of the Faithless and place the pittance in.
Take my mallet, hammer it in, start making my way up.
With every single slam into the wall moans back at you. Step. Roll me an athletics, please.
Yeah, this is my best stat. When I roll a natural 20, I guess it is.
Yo,
Or
what?
19.
Very good. I gotta meet this. I gotta meet this chat because I keep getting distracted.
Hmm.
1 second here. I'll turn it back on afterwards. As you climb and climb and climb up the wall, you are able to get decently far. Every moan gets louder and louder and louder as you get up further and further to the top until you are met. Wait, actually, how many pittons do you have? Would you have?
Considering I may have spent a year or a week doing this, I know that the wall is 150 feet tall, so it would have been enough to get me up and then down the other side. So, well, 150 feet, probably 200 pittons, something like that, just to be sure. Because I am quite small.
250 pittons. So you would have had to carry like a large bag of these.
Oh
pittons.
yeah, it's on my back, and I'm reaching up and hammering it in, and then I'm reaching up and I'm hammering it in. Oh, actually, no, on my front. I'm reaching in, and then I'm
obviously,
taking it out. Yeah.
But that is a lot of pittons to be in front of you. I'm gonna need you to roll me. I'm sorry. The athletics gotta be a disadvantage
God dang it.
for the heavy pittons.
Athletics. Come on. 1.
The other way.
Yep. Natural. 2 minus 1 for a 1.
Okay. You get up a decent amount, but you're going very, very slowly. This is weighing you down, even though when it stabs into your body, you cannot feel a thing. You take the next one out, and tink, tink. A hand reaches out from the wall and tries to grab you and wraps its arm around you.
I guess I kind of let it and I say, thank you! And let it hold me as I just kind of nail in the next pit.
Pulls you into the wall. You feel your very essence begin to meld.
No, don't like that. I'm gonna hit it in the face with my mallet.
Easy enough. It doesn't even move. Actually, no. Go ahead and roll me at advantage because it's not moving, but it might not even react.
Yeah. It's kind of like double 9s. But I have
Okay.
multi-attack. I'm gonna go again.
Okay.
Hiya! 11.
It is the wall creature. As you pump, it's right in the face. It just pulls back away, and your body feels as if it's like part of the wall for a moment. You begin to pull yourself out, and pulling yourself out feels like it's leaving home until you're completely out of the wall again.
Okay.
It was strangely warm,
Wall
strangely
is stuck.
nostalgic.
Check. We do not want to be part of wall. Got it. And I'll try keep slowly making my way up this wall. Looking around, seeing if anybody's tracking.
As you look around, you actually see a knighted aura floating up towards your direction, wings expanded out. Doesn't even say a word as you're just watching it.
Let's go faster. Must go faster.
This thing rises up next to you and goes, "Where do you think you're going?"
I don't know, actually.
Well, it seems then it is time for judgment. Puts his hand out.
Oh, that's fine. I think I'll just keep climbing this wall. I'll put the next bit and I'll climb up.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
And he just like reaches his arm under your body and pushes you over his shoulder.
I'm going to take a pitten
Oh boy!
and I'm going to put it in his eye and just try and hammer it in as he's reaching for me and put me on
Roll.
his shoulder.
Roll.
I will try. This is not my forte.
I love the
Mhm.
Bilbis acting like a Rotha episode.
Hiya.
he is desperate at this at this point.
Thinking a natural 20 for a 19.
Tink tink.
Okay, you know what? Why are you rolling so well, my boy?
I don't know.
The dice missed him.
Can you roll me just a random dice right now? I didn't see that last one.
The strength?
Yeah, it didn't come through.
No.
Oh no, I believe
So-
you. Just
yeah,
just,
no,
just-
it's
I just
okay.
wanna see
Yeah,
it.
you roll again. Yeah. 16.
no.
You see that one?
Let me restart.
Yeah, rolling.
You know what's funny is when he rolled it, I didn't see it at first until like a couple seconds later. Then I saw the number show up.
Maybe it's just kind of slow right now.
Maybe.
I saw
Roll
it
20 is
immediately
trying to be
in my heart.
suspenseful.
I saw it. I see it on
Oh, you
my
saw it in your
screen.
heart, Dad?
Yeah, also on
Alright.
my screen, mainly in my heart.
I got it. All right, as he begins to reach
Oh,
over
you're
you,
echoing
you just-
now for me. What is going on?
Oh yeah, Chance didn't ever turn you off in the thing because he
Oh,
hasn't been here.
yeah. Sorry, I turned it off. All good.
That was my demon voice.
There was a demon thing. Demon
Oh,
thing is no
nice.
longer needed.
Now Dabs can have it for her book.
That's true. Now it's just tabs. All right. So as the thing the knight reaches under you to pull you away and take you to be judged, you turn. Kink right into its eye, screams loudly as it echoes into the gray abyss above you and begins to kind of falter and drop down below, and you begin to and just keep going. He's at this whole time screaming all the way through. With your natural 20, he's going to be distracted for a while.
Okay. Freaking monkeying up that wall. See if I can get over there.
As you get far and far and far above you, the wall begins to look a lot less like brick and a lot more like bodies. As if the wall is only as tall as the souls that have been melded to it. You stand and look. There's about maybe, I would say, 20 more feet up of bodies, no longer brick. They are the ones closest to you are beginning to turn oozy green, while the ones further up just look like regular humans, or not humans but mortals, gray in color, sucked of life.
So then at this point, I wouldn't need the pittance. I could literally just grab appendages.
You can.
Yeah, that's what I'm
As
gonna do. Not waste.
You grab. Go on. Sorry.
No. I said I'm not gonna waste the time with the pittance because at this point now, I'm gonna have a really angry, creature of the afterlife after me. So I'm just gonna scramble.
It's a judge. As you grab the appendages, begin to climb up, it's oozy and almost feels like it's melding into your hands as you grab each appendage, especially the green ones, but you keep pulling and pulling through, and then you see these creatures actually, the ones that are stacked on top of each other above, looking more gray, its eyes looking towards you, wide, reaches down towards you.
I'll give it a pitten.
It grabs the pitten.
And I keep
Help. Help me.
I've given you the keys to your salvation. You have to help yourself. And I keep going.
As you keep going, you hear it's stabbing itself.
Oh. Excuse me.
Very morose, but fair.
I have a question.
Huh?
Did you just say that he stabbed one of the judges?
He did.
Put a pin in his eye.
He put it in his eye for the natural 20, so like it's deep in there.
So one of the people that have to vote for us to take him out of there, he stabbed in the eye. With the
Anyway,
natural.
so
We're so self-destructive.
as you reach the very, very top, you see more of these creatures, wings, floating from around the city up towards the top of the tower. Nowhere near where you are. It seems the one that was in your vicinity, you disabled him in his eyeball. So he's lower, way lower down at this point. But they are searching, seemingly, on each of the tops of this wall here. You see at the same time a long stretching bridge into the crystal tower in the center, and you see souls being led towards it.
So have I reached the top of the wall at this point?
At this point, you are at the top, and you feel hands gripping at your feet, trying to pull you in.
I just start handing out pittance like free candy. Save
Hey,
yourself,
so-
save yourself, save yourself. And but what do I see
Save
on the other
yourself.
side of this wall?
As you stand above the wall of the City of Judgment, above the wall of the Faithless, you see the familiar, jagged landscape that you had seen before. Seems the threshold between the fugue plane and the shadow plane is not too far. Not from here. Especially with a guide. You remember back to the billowing clouds that you saw before. Not sure exactly who that is, but they seem to be the guide of the dead.
The plane that I'm in now is the shadow plane, correct? Or
It
is
is-
this fugue plane?
It would be the fugue plane.
Ooh. Mastered the shadow magic. That's an interesting question. Well, knowing that I'm essentially impervious to harm, I just freaking huck myself off of the side of this thing and just let myself free fall to the ground.
You just jump off, the wind blowing in your hair, through your ears, in your face, up your... What are you wearing now, tunic?
Toga.
Up your toga, almost blowing it away as you boom, slam into the ground entirely. You do not feel a thing, but you create a giant pit of yourself as the earth around you cracks.
All right. Just as I planned, and judge. That's interesting. Well, if they catch me, they can judge me. And I make a break for the shadow plane.
You begin to climb out of this hole. Go ahead and roll me a luck check. Call me high or low. Let's see what happens.
Okay. We're gonna go low this time. 26.
Ah, you're so lucky today, Chance. You're so lucky today. As you see the walls being searched, you look up. You see a single judge holding his eye, looking around, flying, and then they begin to mingle, talk with the other auras around them.
Are they like at any point like close or standing on the wall?
They are at the top of the wall.
Oh, so I'm just curious as a player. Are any of these trapped souls like judges get them and like grabbing their feet, stabbing it with the pins that I gave them or anything like that? Is there like any distraction happening right now?
No, they do not have much brain. They are not doing that. They're just reaching out to whatever living things they can feel.
Okay.
And they do not seem to be reaching out for the judges.
All right. I see that, encompass it 5 seconds, and then I'm just hightailing it.
Book it.
Uh-huh.
You begin to book it away from your shop, your home. You're running. You feel nothing under your feet. Again, it's cutting you. It should be cutting you, but it isn't. As you are running further and further and further, it feels like days as you do so. And as you see ahead of you, arms beginning to reach out from the shadows, you feel confident. You are about to cross the threshold from the fugue into the shadow.
This is a terrible idea. But I don't really have a choice. I'm already here. Yep, I will run into the arms of the shadow plane.
As you run towards the threshold, you begin to feel a pull. Your shop is back there. You can't leave it alone. You haven't worked for days. There are orders to be done. There are things, there's work to do.
I am going to give myself a wisdom saving throw. 14. So I definitely stop. And I start to think again. But I'll stay here at the threshold and just look and wait for the judges at this point.
As you wait, other party. You follow the path down the jagged mountains, looking at the dark sky turn into a placid gray. Everything is the same. Everything is neutral. As you make your way down this mountainside, the hands on the sides reach out towards your direction. I need each of you to roll me this dexterity save, please.
Haha, 5.
Nat 20.
7.
7. As Dabitha and Arotha, you are grabbed by these arms, pulling you into the shadow. You feel a immense pain searing through your living flesh. Take 6 damage each. As you feel it pulling and pulling and pulling you in, Arundel, you're able to dodge completely out of the way and continue make your way forward. But then you feel and look back, see your friends are being taken.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna try to help them. I'm gonna try to grab them. Can I like?
Which one?
Who am I closest to?
You are they're equidistant.
Equal distance. God, I don't want to choose, man. I'm gonna get Arotha first.
All right.
She's the fighter. No, actually, yes. Yeah. I'll get Arotha first because she's the fighter. And
As you hesitate, the shadows begin to pull them in further. You guys take another 4 damage. Who are you going
Okay,
for?
Arotha.
As you go over to Arotha, you
Arotha.
grab her and begin to try to pull her out. Roll me an athletics check.
Me as well.
Yes.
14.
14. As you are pull out of the shadows arms, it pulls away its bony and spindly fingers, dematerialize, and pulls back into the shadow itself and reaches out once more. Dabitha, you are still stuck, writhing and trying to pull away. It continues to pull you in. Take another 3 damage, please. Who's next?
As soon as I pull Arotha out, I'm gonna quickly try to get Dabitha.
All right, you pull Arotha out, and you both come out from the shadows, pull away from it, and you go straight over to Dabitha. With the both of you combined, trying to help her, you're easily able to yank her out of the mountainside itself. And as you do so, keep straight in the middle of this path, away from the arms, being wary from what comes next. You continue to walk forward. Up above, you see specks flying left and right, to and fro, and at one point you see the skeletal remains of a dragon cross the shaded moon. Takes a while. You lose count of time as you go, but you never get hungry. The floor beneath you never cuts your feet, but you feel the poking pain of the rocks. But you push forward regardless. And there, before you, you see, off in the distance, a spire standing tall within the world of gray, and a small man standing in a toga, looking straight back towards that direction.
Bilbis! Bilbis! Bilbis!
Bilbis, you look back and you see somebody. You saw her days or weeks ago, and she was yelling at you about her daughter. You never got her name.
Bilbis! Bilbis!
We're also like butt naked too, aren't we?
You're butt
Absolutely,
naked. Also-
100%.
AJ, when you yell, you're cutting off, by the way,
Oh.
so just
Bilbis, bagel bottom of Bilbis Biggles and bagel bottom Biggles. Bilbis,
you have no idea what that is.
Bilbis, Bilbis Biggle
do
bottoms and a jiggle biggles.
How far the judges are from me at this point, though.
The judges, looking for days and days, looking towards that direction again, and you've been going for what seems like days, but at the same time, you don't really track time as well. You do not see them at the moment. Actually, no. Roll me a perception check.
Also, while he's rolling, how far is Bilbis from us?
Not very far. He's only like maybe 30 feet at this point. You can see him from the distance.
While she's yelling, I'm running to go hug him.
4.
4. You have no idea. Your sight and your head is clouded. You need to go back and do work. Though there is a giant list of orders that you need to fill, no matter how much you hate it.
Bilbis,
And
we're here
then
to
you
take you back to
feel-
your shop.
Davatha, as you run towards that direction, you feel, as you cross a certain threshold from dark to gray, something ripping out of you. It's painful.
I want
But
to stop
you would-
running.
You stop running?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
try to look to see what's grabbing me.
Nothing's grabbing at you. Your mind is hazy. You feel like Eldith needs you. She's in that city. You need to go back to the temple.
Alrighty. Not seeing the guys. That was going to be the tipping point because my DC was a soft DC. I guess I see just other people here now.
You
Out here?
see a dragonborn, an Eladrin, a high elf. You do not know who they are. They seem familiar, and you actually have definitely seen the high elf and the Eladrin, but you saw them in your shop, and the Eladrin was yelling at you last time you remember them,
And is yelling at him now.
and
Bilbis,
is yelling at you now.
Recognition. That's all that
Back up,
matters.
back
And I'm gonna book
She
it
just stays
for
yelling
them.
at him.
All right.
And I say, "Don't go to the city! Run away!" And I run into the Shadow Realm where I saw them coming from. I just run in that direction.
As you
So like we're running
run-
towards them, and they were like,
Bilbis, Bilbis, your toga's lifting up in the back.
As you cross the threshold of the shadow, your mind begins to clear up more and more. Not immediately, but you feel as if there's some kind of clarity. You definitely know these people. You remember when you remember them, and they were in your shop with your new ward, Crush. But that's all you remember at the moment. As Davatha runs off to the off to the other side, trying to stop herself, again feeling a sharp rip from her body, and stands there. Davatha, what are you doing?
People that were in my shop one time, don't go that way. There's very angry angel people that I stabbed, and
People that were in your shop one time.
yes, strangers.
Bilbis, I live there.
1 second. Davatha, what are you doing? You are across the threshold.
I don't remember them anymore.
You remember them. They are still your friends. You may go back if you want. You just have a very strong urge that there's something in that city that you need to do. It is up to you if you can decide whether this obligation is stronger than the other obligation. That is up to you what you want to do.
Do rollies. Do rollies.
Okay.
Oh god.
Do a rolling. Low. Okay, I leave.
Okay, you come back into the realm of shadows, and your soul seemingly back into your body. Bilbis, your throat contracts.
Cough up tons of water.
Just coughs up tons of water as Orotha says, "Bilbis, I live there."
Oh, come on, Bilbis. I thought we've gotten past this.
I don't know why, but I know 2 things. I know 3 things. I know lots of things for some reason. But about this realm, the core things that we only have to worry about is 1, I'm dead. 2, they're trying to judge me, and I do not bend my knee to the gods. Unless they're worthy. I heard of 1 that was interesting, but and 3, I don't get tired no matter how far I run, and I cannot be hurt. So that's interesting.
Boom! Science!
and then I go and I pick him up, and I give him just a big like fucking.
When he
Of just
tries
a
to
bear
grab
hug.
me, I take out a pin and I stab him with it. I don't know who this person is, and I don't know what they're trying to do.
He's naked and trying to touch me.
Bilbis, you son of a bitch! What the hell?
Firstly,
Oh.
no one will speak of my mother in such a way.
Oh.
First. Second, I don't know who you people are.
Bilbis, we're your friends. We killed ourselves to come into the afterlife and get you, man. Look, I got this
No,
necklace.
I'm like your best friend.
She's like your best friend. You and her, you're like this, thick as thieves. Me and Crush, we're like this.
I don't know why I feel just a sheer amount of rage that I can't control just emanating from my body. I don't know where it's coming from, but it is there. And
You trying to
frustration.
tap into your inner
We do
barbarian?
science together. Remember science.
That's the word. That's the thing that I used to do. I spent so much time in the city trying to remember what I would do when I was unsure, and the word is science.
Nice. Yes.
Okay.
So we need to
remember.
go and get you judged so that they can
Heck
tell
no,
us.
I've
Hold
run
on,
into the
Bilbis,
darkness
no!
away
And I
from
start.
heaven. Everyone is faster than me, just so we're clear. Everyone.
Catch up.
Catches up with you immediately.
I catch up and I tackle him and I put my whole like naked butt on his chest. And I'm like, all right, calm down. We have to get you judged. Don't run.
Leo,
So that they.
Yes.
I tried to cast as a test Mage Hand in the Shadow Realm.
You try to cast Mage Hand with your mallet again. As it pulls out, you see it forming, but then as soon as the fingers open and unfurl, it begins to vanish and dematerialize into blackness.
The ground.
Can't reach through to the weave from here.
Listen, this, what you are right now, we've got to get that in here, okay? We got to put you in here. And the only way to put you in here is to go talk to those guys. And once we put you in here, we can take you and put you back in your regular body so that you can go back to your real shop and do more science stuff and adventures with your friends.
You know what? I absolutely. Let's do that thing that you just said.
Are you going to run if I get off of you?
No.
Do I believe him?
Well, we can do rollies.
Yeah.
Roll me insight versus persuasion or deception. Let me know.
This is definitely not persuasion. I'm straight lying. That's a 19.
I get up.
Yeah, I mean, you totally believe him. Yeah, you get
I'm
up.
like, Bilbis is a straight up guy. He wouldn't lie to me. And I stand up. I get off of Bilbis.
I put a pitten in her Achilles heel.
Oh my
to try
God.
and limit her movement. Jesus Christ.
Bilbis, this
Like-
is real barbarian behavior. This is not like
there's
you.
a distinct lack of prior history that defined who Bilbis was, and so he's been stripped to a more animalistic survival mode, and so he's willing to do whatever he needs to do to survive.
Arotha is upset that she has a pitten in her ankle, but she's
And he's-
also
you just see-
super proud of Bilbis.
Just running away.
I want to tackle Bilbis now.
God dang it. Everyone's so fast.
Tabitha, you run and you're able to grab Bilbis. If you want to resist Bilbis, then they can roll an attack, but if otherwise you drop.
Yeah, I'll resist.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a strength save, please, against your strength save. Sorry, I meant athletics versus athletics. That's what I meant. We're doing grapples.
Okay,
So
I
if
got
it's
19.
grapple, can I choose acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay. 14.
I
What'd you
still
get?
beat you. I got a 19.
That you beat me.
Straight into the ground once more.
God damn it, Bilbis!
Your toga at this point has been ripped to the front from the front.
No.
Yes. Us
You
being
always have
naked
some
makes this
sense.
better.
I tackled him, but I'm like hugging him, like Bilbis, please stop.
I don't know who you people are. Let me go. You don't
I'm
know
your
what it's
best
like there.
friend.
You don't know what it's like there. You go there and you lose yourself.
Arendelle, take these things away from him.
My bag of pittance.
Just strapped to his chest.
I immediately just snatch him up, just like.
No!
Bilbis, seek your heart. Know that I am your best friend and I only want what's right for you.
Bilbis, think about Crush.
Wait, are you his best friend though?
Yes.
In her heart, absolutely.
Bilbis and Arotha, roll me a persuasion check for me, please.
Sure.
No, no, sorry, I meant Davatha and Arotha. Excuse me.
Okay.
Mine was a 7.
Davatha.
14.
14. Bilbis, you still have no idea who this raging woman is, aside from what you saw her in the shop. But Davatha is definitely not your best friend, but she is a pretty good friend. You remember that. You don't know what the fuck she's all about, though?
Fair. All right. So, I say, like, being pinned to the ground right now. The tackling seems to be jogging my memory.
I'm sorry.
So I know that I know this person who's on top of me. I know that the lady who I stabbed is very angry and came to my shop once upon a time. and I am not sure about the Dragonborn. Why are you here again?
I want you alive again.
Uh-huh. How are you going about this?
If
Not in
you
a
go
way
to
that
the
you would
judge
like.
people, you can come back to your body.
Why can't I just run in the opposite direction and get my body back that way?
I don't know.
There's no end to this. You'll be running for eternity.
Oh no, there's an end.
I pull the python out of my leg. And I just stand there. I'm like, Bilbis. Can I rage down here?
I mean, raging is not magic. You can
But
get
I
as
mean,
mad
well,
as you want.
not my but like my aura, like make my aura activate and see if that like jogs anything in him. Like even if it's just like
Make
the
a
fear
husband
of
turn.
like, oh dear God. Like this, I remember her like punching a lot of things to
You-
death.
Try to rage. You feel the aura around you not building as strongly as you normally would, and it just feels so unintuitive as you're doing so. You're not manipulating the same resource as you would in the material realm, but you see storm, thunder crackle above as you do so. Bilbis, roll me. Sorry, not Bilbis. Arotha, roll me a persuasion check.
23.
Oh, well done.
You remember this barbarian. She is. Well, she is how you want to interpret her as the bane of your existence, maybe. But also a worthy warrior. You remember her a little bit. It's coming back to you.
I'm like that puppy you can't train.
Okay. So, I could definitely tell that being in the darkness is better for memory. Being in the gray is bad for memory. Being there, you will forget yourself. Because
Okay,
as I
don't
sit
go in the
here,
gray.
I am remembering more and more. So if we go to the gray, and you forget why you were there, we're all
Fucked.
lost.
Okay, cool. Do you have a pen?
So I remember carving a message. I don't remember what it was, but I know that I lost it after a while. I think you just lose everything there.
Okay. Well, we usually let you do this part, Bilbis. You're usually the brains guy. I'm just the punch stuff guy. So,
Well,
how about we just keep going in the darkness until you have your memories back, like enough to be the logical person that you are, and we figure out a plan. But we just chill out here for a while.
was I a person who knew the differences between planes of existence, how they worked, and how to navigate them?
You knew a lot of things. The things that you know I could never begin to explain because I don't know science. I also don't know magic. I know this is thunder and this is lightning. And they go boom, okay?
With my face really close to him, still on top of him, I want to say, "You're the smartest person I know."
Where did you come from?
My mom's vagina.
That way.
First
Clip it and
gross.
ship it. Clip it and ship it. Jesus Christ, yo. Jesus Christ.
Is there a way back from following the path that you came from?
When we asked how to leave The Raven Queen just told us to go down those stairs. And then we came down the stairs and now we're here.
The Raven. Okay, if I look behind them, oh, it's just straight darkness. I probably can't see anything.
It's really just straight darkness and winding mountains. Oh, which reminds me, since you guys are...
Does Bilbis seem calm now?
Bilbis is... Well... You tell me how... You tell me, Bilbis.
At no point was Bilbis panicking in this entire situation.
Let me rephrase. Does Bilbis look like he knows us enough to stop stabbing us?
I think that takes an insight check at that point, right?
I'll do it. I need to know if I'm getting off you or not.
Yeah, no.
Bilbis is naked on the floor with a naked dog.
I got
on
a nat
top of him,
20, so
just
25.
thinking.
No,
Are you gonna
I
stab
can't
her?
beat that. I can't beat that. Even if I rolled nat 20. He doesn't. As he looks between people, he's ignoring. You see him definitely ignoring Arundel and speaking more towards you and Orotha for sure. So with
Okay.
that roll, you would ascertain that he recognizes you two.
Okay, I'll get off you because I don't like that I'm naked on top of you. But I'll put myself between you and Arundel.
Okay, stand up and I wipe some of the sand and soil off of me, and I say, "You said the Raven Queen."
Yes.
She gave us that, and then I point to the necklace.
May I?
I don't give it to him. I just like lean all the way down.
I will hesitantly grab it.
You grab the necklace and you feel nothing. Like, not nothing as in nothing happens. You feel nothing. You feel a void.
Like he's not even touching it.
No, within himself.
Oh, okay.
There's a void within me.
Yes. You feel empty and lonely.
Am I getting anything from the necklace though, or is it when I just touch it, I just feel a void?
That is when you touch it.
Well, that's very weird. I'm gonna try and investigate it further. See if I can figure out how it works.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me and... Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, but this is gonna be really difficult.
Okay.
Bilbis the science guy. Bilbis.
19.
There's nothing that you can figure out about this necklace, not without doing a little more studying with it, not without your tools. It seems to be something very unique. If it is what it does, what they're saying it does.
Can't cast magic. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of science. I want the one with the necklace to walk over into the gray side and then walk back towards us afterwards, if they can.
Arotha just kind of like salutes you like a captain and just strides right into the gray side.
You stride into the gray side. You feel like a rip out of your body. It is painful, as if peeling from your very soul. I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
19.
19. You see wavering auras off in the distance.
No,
coming
here they
towards your
come.
direction.
Do I still have my aura?
Your aura was Bane. Your aura is
Okay.
No longer
So I
existent.
don't. Okay. I'm like. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, oh. But I feel like I'm looking like hard enough for everyone else to be looking, because if
It's
they're like,
off in the distance.
oh, so I'm
way
just
in front
looking
of you.
straight.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's in front of you.
I'm just standing there.
Okay, well,
Okay, now walk back though. Arotha.
Do I walk back?
As you stand here, there is someone waiting for you. Back at a very familiar shop. He needs you right now. You gave him so much money to do a task, but he is just not that smart.
And I just turn around and run back.
You go back to the shadow plane.
Oh, like I feel like a pull to go to like Bilbis's new shop.
You feel that he is waiting for you in the city.
Can I do a roll?
Ooh.
If you want to, it's up to you. This is a role playing segment. If you would like to, go ahead and roll and give yourself whatever DC you would like.
You see a two.
I don't want to
high,
control
low,
how you
high,
guys
low.
react to this information. If your character feels as if this is important to them, that's up to you.
Arota, come
thi-
back.
High, low.
Because
high,
both of those things are important to her. Because Arotha is like always wanted love, but also she came here to save her friend.
Why don't you go ahead and then roll luck. Once low is Bilbis and high is
Or just flip a coin at that.
Look
that
at
point.
Jake.
No.
yeah.
I'll
I'll
sure.
flip it for you.
Roll-
I have quarters here for days. I'll flip it for
No,
you.
No,
high,
we're just
low-
doing
high, low is more
rollies.
interesting. Oh,
I
goodbye.
take off running. I take off running.
I knew it. And I look at everyone and I say, good luck, and I run into the shadow plane as she runs towards the city.
Okay, it's time to be judged, I guess.
Oh my
As
god.
You run towards the city. Arotha is running much faster. And as you do so, Bilbis, you see the lights coming towards your direction. You need to get back to your shop. These lights are not good lights. They were once a source of protection, but you have found out otherwise as you go after her as well.
Just so we're clear, I know who she was. I know she was a friend,
Mhm.
and I said I ran into the shadow plane.
Oh, into the shadow plane.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
ran the
Oh,
opposite
sorry.
way.
I thought you
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
I thought you said you were running towards the city. My bad.
No, I
My
said
mistake, I'm
shadow
sorry.
plane.
My mistake. Thank you.
They gonna have
Okay,
to
yeah,
catch
if-
me.
I didn't understand that either. If he didn't run after her, I would have ran after her.
Okay, you run straight through into the city spire. You feel again the pull of Eldith dragging you into the city. This is your duty as her cleric. But also, you still remember your friend is running the fuck towards the direction that they don't know what they're doing. So
Much for science.
Bilbis
That was the
runs
science.
the entirely opposite direction towards the Shadow Realm. I need you to roll me a dexterity save, Bilbis.
Yeah.
Bilbis said, "Knew it."
17.
17. You dodge the hands that were reaching out towards you previously, knowing that they were coming out at you. Dodge one direction, another one shoots out from the right side. You dodge that direction, and you are running for your life at this point. Arundel, you see this happening. Where are you going?
I'm gonna be chasing Bilbis.
Okay.
And
I
as
need
I'm
you to roll me a
chasing
dexterity
Bilbis.
save. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
yes.
Well, hold on. Let me roll the save because this might change how I do what I'm gonna do. Oh, that's not bad. You said Dex?
Mhm.
16, 17, 18, 19, baby.
Yep, easy. As you bob and weave exactly the same directions he does, you're able to catch up to him if you'd like.
Bilbis,
Gotta
wait!
put anything unknown. Alright,
Yes,
so
wait,
this is-
whoa.
you're slow.
Wait. Listen, we are your friends. All right, what happened to you? How you got here? I took it hard. I don't know if it was my fault or if it was an accident, but I took it
I
hard.
don't know either. I'm just trying to escape. And they're
That's
just like,
fine, but we need to save our friends. We all sacrifice ourselves for you. We all sacrifice to be here for you. We can't let them go.
Arundel, roll me a persuasion check, please.
I
You're
know
good
it's
at
the
persuasion.
science thing. I know it's the science thing to do, but we need to save our friends.
God, wait. You came here to save me, and now I have to save all of you? Is that what you're telling me right now?
You made us do
See
science.
how it works.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That's our dynamic, Bilbis. Get used to it.
Bilbis.
Remember, this is who we are. We are the fuck ups. This happens all the time.
You remember the fuck ups. You remember how stupid that name was. And you were so glad he tried something maybe boring, but at least it wasn't the fuck ups. You remember that. This was the man who created that, the Frost Dragons, what was it? The
Dragon
Frosted
Brew.
Frosted Dragon Brews.
No. I like stop and I pull a 180 and I run and I climb up and I grab his shoulders and I look him in the eyes and I say, "No. No." I remember.
You just fucked up. With my tail, I'm gonna wrap around him. We are helping our friends. We're gonna fuck this up like we always do, and then I start running towards.
Very good. Very good.
No, it's
As-
both. He called the crew the brew still.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in we're like a brew of different personalities and people.
Yeah,
As you
it's like a
Run.
double entendre because it's also the name of the drink.
Yeah.
as you run back towards that direction, back into the gray, you feel something rip out of you, Arundel. And as you do so, you get the feeling, first of all, you remember that your friends are going that direction, but you have a feeling of duty, a feeling of habit. You never got Elo her drink.
Where's my booze? I need my booze.
You need
Yeah.
Elo's booze as well. You never picked it up. You left it at the tavern. You never picked it up. You have to go get it.
So, I'm gonna start running in the direction that Dabitha and Orotha went.
Mhm.
But at whatever point that the road then veers off to the tavern, I'm gonna like kind of stop and just bounce it like.
You're not there yet. You're not there
Not
yet.
making it that
Okay.
far, friend.
Not there yet.
Go
Orotha.
back into the gray and I'm just like,
I'm
I
out.
guess I do have to save these guys again. Wow.
Now there is a sense of
Welcome back,
obligation
buddy!
between all of you. Orotha, you run down these the mountain path. It becomes less dark and more gray, more neutral as you see in front of you the white auras of these knights that are coming your direction. As you're running down the way, they turn to you for a moment and then create a path as you run straight past them.
Do
You
any
go
of them notice the necklace?
They haven't reacted yet at all.
Okay.
As you run past them, Dabitha, you see the same thing. Run right past them. They do not seem to react to you at all as well. You both see the spire coming closer and closer and closer to you. The giant 200-foot-ish wall that turns slightly green from above and then goes back to a pale gray. The gates rise as you approach. Where do you go? What do you do? You're both kind of like, you're pretty close to each other. You are faster than Dabitha is, but she is not too far behind.
I'm heading straight for Bilbis' shop.
You go down the main thoroughfare. Dabitha, you are going into the city as well?
wherever she goes, I'm following her 'cause I don't fully know where she's going.
Okay. You're going towards where Bilbis' shop may be. You're not entirely sure where that is exactly. But as you go in, run down the main thoroughfare, look around, go ahead and roll me a investigation check, please.
Quick question as she's
9.
doing that.
Yeah.
Is Dabitha glowing on this side?
You're not there.
I watched her run into the other side, and now we're chasing her.
You ran the other direction when she ran into the other side, and gave her a little bit of time to get away from your vision.
Got it.
But that is a very good question.
Hmm.
As you all, sorry, what'd you get? A 9? You are looking in and out of every little, every area. You do not see anything. You cannot find the shop. You cannot find the sign. You cannot find that person. You don't know. You remember the name. It's Crush. You just know he needs you.
Crush?
Your memories have not completely left you at the moment, but you know that it is still intact for you.
I want to say my search slowed me down enough for Dabitha to have caught up with me. at this
Definitely,
point.
definitely caught up with you. There are bodies in these streets, gray, most of them. A lot of them are wounded at from different points on their body. This does disturb you. You are still technically living. You are skirting the edge of life and death at the moment. There are other glowing bodies around as well, and as you notice that, they do something. You're not entirely sure what it is, and then they beam up into the gray skies above. Dabitha is not glowing.
Crush! Tabitha, where's Crush? I gotta find him. He needs me.
I wanna grab her face and be like, I need you to calm down. Okay?
This is only my fourth mental break in the past 2 episodes.
If I help you find Crush, can we go back to Bilbis?
Yes. Yes.
I want to help her try to find Crush.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a investigation check, please.
9.
Crush isn't dead.
I have a +5. I roll really bad.
Bilbis and Arundel, as you go towards into the gray, towards the direction of the Crystal Spire, Bilbis, you see the lights now. They are clear. They are coming towards your direction.
Look, Arundel, I don't know how this is gonna go. But do you see those lights?
Yes.
That is a hornet's nest that I kicked, and you're running us back into it. Straight
So
into
we
it.
are.
What?
This man
You-
climbed a
This is
wall
where
to get out.
If this is where Rotha and Dabitha are, we need to help them.
And how are you going to protect them against those?
With science.
Nova just starts crying. Ugh.
As you continue to dash straight for the group, you see that previously it was split in the center and then begins to morph into a single entity. And you stand in front of them. They are knights. And the lights that you saw, they're not really lights. It's more like color that is permeating within the gray. So it seems like light. It's more like an aura of some sort. And they yell out, "Halt! You've got a stray soul on your tail there."
He's mine. You're not keeping him. Just keep running.
You cannot run. It is a wall.
Oh,
Boom,
oh,
boom.
oh, oh, oh.
Halt now, or you will also be judged.
Trust me, you don't want that to happen to you. So just stop.
How do we help our friends?
You help people by playing by the rules of this land. I'm just gonna get flayed or whatever, my skin melted off or dead to hell or whatever's gonna happen when
Oh
you
my
brought
God.
upon me.
Is there any way to maybe get under or over this wall outside of climbing it? Like maybe go up and over.
It's not a
going the hard
physical
way?
wall. It is not a physical wall.
It's
It
like
is
a
a
force field.
wall of knights.
Oh,
They are
got it.
blocking your path.
Just talk
You
to them.
can run
Taffy.
through their spears if you want to, or talk to them. Because you are the bard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't been very bardly. All right.
You've been partly a bard.
Oh, but listen, we came to save him, but before we can save him, two of my friends got lost over there. I need to go get them so we can save him properly.
The only way his soul will be saved is when he is judged. And if
Okay,
he
but-
is of the faithless, he will join the wall. That is his only choice.
Okay, but before you judge him,
I
we
like
need
this
the others
Gorm
here.
guy. Gorm guy's pretty cool.
We need the others here.
He's gone. Gone.
Yeah, that's what I said, Gorm.
I second guessed myself for a second there. Fuck you. Like, wait, what?
Bilbis has given up. He's just wrapped up in this goddamn dragon's tail. He's like, I tried.
Alright.
Sorry,
I
what,
spent
whatever
centuries
happened,
to get
happened.
out of here, and I'm going back in.
Victor, what did you say? Sorry.
Listen, before he can get judged, I need my friends so we can properly defend him from judgment.
Are you
But
an
I need to
acolyte?
get them first.
Are you an acolyte? Oh, you could have been an acolyte. Weird.
I could have been. I could have been, and I was up for it.
Shut up, Leo.
If I get my friends, I will be.
That is not for us to judge.
There's an acolyte
You
that's
must
supposed
have-
to meet us here.
You must have been an acolyte before entering the city. You fail to understand how any of this works. Return the soul to us now, and you turn around.
No, that's not happening. I'm gonna take a few steps back, kind of like slowly as we're talking. So
They
like
begin
as
to
soon as
walk-
he starts talking to me, I'm taking a couple steps back to distance us, and this is probably stupid, but we are.
It
the fuck
is.
up after
So
all.
what I'm gonna do is prevent stupidity from happening, and I'm just gonna try and break out of this tail, and I'll walk towards the knights.
Roll me an athletics check versus Arundel's. Unless Arundel you don't want to resist.
I'm gonna say no because I'm getting distracted to do something stupid. So
Highly up to you, buddy.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Yeah. So I wiggle out, and I snatch my pittance off of them, and I throw the pittance at the nearest knight, like in the bag, so that
Uh-huh.
they catch it. And then I say, "All right, let's go." And I turn to Arundel. Find Dabitha. I think she can help. Find Orotha, and I'm gonna be in the spire.
As you throw the pittance, they grab it, and you walk towards them. They do not exude any more hostility.
Bilbis, we can.
Yes, you can. Find Dabitha.
I nod, but like, you know, with like a grimace face, and then I just fucking book it to try to find Tabitha.
Well, you got to book it past these nights, so.
I say to the knights, this man is with a representative of Eldeth. Unless you want her to strike you down, you will let him pass.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. You don't need to do that at all. That's a
Okay.
success.
Okay, cool.
It makes sense. It makes
Name
sense.
drop.
That will work. They take you. They take you with them as they split in the center for Arundel to go, and he books it past the group. And the last thing you see is your friend filled with.
Looking back at you. Looking back at you. I'm gonna look
Looking back.
back and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then keep running.
Being dragged along in the center of this group of knights, and you go towards the wall. And as you are at the wall at this point, you see again a tall 200-foot wall with the spire cast outside in the center of this city. Top of the wall is greenish, turning back to a gray, as the doors begin to rise as you approach. What are you doing, Arno?
I'm still running. If at this point, I guess, whenever I come to that crossroads, I'm gonna like kind of stop and like bounce and look at both paths, be like, I need to get this for Elo. But then the memory of Bilbis' sacrifice just like kicks in, and then I fucking take whatever.
Again.
Yeah, the path towards Dabitha is the path I go.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Then I'm still sacrificing myself for you guys. Why is that happening? Why?
Stay sacrificing. What am I rolling?
Stay sacrificing. Damn.
Stay
Roll me
You
investigation.
have to sacrifice so we can sacrifice so you can sacrifice. Keep up.
Roll me an investigation, please.
I got 12.
12. It takes you a bit to find them, and it takes you actually so long to find them because they are wandering around in different streets looking for different people. You see all these gray figures and creatures with auras around them, but it takes you so long to find them. You actually see the knights marching Bilbis back into the city itself, and then towards the tall bridge and towards the spire. But eventually, you catch up. He's not at the spire just yet, but you see them on the bridge at this point, and you catch up with Dabitha and Arotha.
All right, ladies, we have to go. We have to go back for Bilbis. They're going to judge him.
Arotha won't come until I help her find Crush.
Crush isn't here. He's in the living world. We got to go back.
Crush.
Oh my fucking god. I'm going to the same thing as did with Bilbis. I'm just gonna fucking like tail whip you, grab you by my tail, be like, and like just kind of pull you in. It's like, I know where Crush is. Follow me.
I'm stronger than your tail. It
Yeah, but
only
you're all
works
like,
on the tiny
Crush.
people.
Crush?
For sure.
No, when you said that Crush is in the living world, I'll snap out of it. I think
Okay, great.
like I would start to come to like some sort of realization, like living world.
Living room. Got it. He's at my house.
I know where Crush is. Come with me.
Okay. Yo, Raiders! What's good? Welcome to my 4th breakdown in the past 2 sessions in Dungeons and Dragons. We're fine.
We're currently in the Fugue Plane trying to rescue a friend. They are
Doing really
debatably
bad.
succeeding.
We're doing really, really
no,
bad. That's why
we're
we're
doing
called the
so
fuck
bad. When do I get
You
to
guys-
play D&D? Figure it out.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I was like, when you get to play D&D, I'm like, I guess you're not doing it now. You're just really crying a lot.
No, this is just Life
No,
Simulator.
she's playing Depression
We're
Simulator.
emotionally.
Hey guys, let's meet every 2 weeks on Sunday at 7 o'clock to cry for 4 hours.
for
maybe
more
6.
emotional torment.
Now,
I'm going. We're
guys-
going.
we're going towards the direction of the spire at this point, past all of the gray bodies, and you see the bodies looking right at you, Rotha, staring longingly. Just you.
Just me?
Do I see?
Just
Do I see
you.
them staring?
You see them staring.
I want to try to cover up her boobs.
Oh yeah, guys, we're naked.
Butt
You-
naked.
Ass naked.
I got token.
I do. I made merch today. I just uploaded
Well,
it today.
I mean, you got a rip toga, so like kind of.
Fine. I've got time to sit here and fart. And I look at it's the guy who got stabbed in the eye in this group.
There are several of them at this point. This is a place of neutrality and order. Vendettas and vengeance aren't exactly a thing.
Okay, but is he here?
Fair question. No.
Oh, okay.
He's in the infirmary. You stabbed him in the eye.
I say to everyone, look, I want to apologize about stabbing that guy in the eye. Truly. I just wanted to climb over the wall to see what was on the other side and escape it. You know, he put himself in danger. I respect him for coming after me, but at the same time, he essentially asked,
Apologize to Kalimvor and your god.
my god?
They don't know what you're associated with.
Well, that's weird. Okay.
As you cover her boobs up. Does not do a thing. They continue staring.
Guess we have to hurry.
Are they like reaching for me and staring, or are they just like? Is it like a hungry stare, or like a they know who
It
I
is
am
a-
stare?
It's a longing stare. They're staring straight at your neck.
Straight at your titties. So I'm covering.
I cover
for
my
you.
boobs.
I'm a friend.
Let's.
Or you could be like the classic thing where like your hair just is long enough where it just covers over.
A rope hair is
No,
actually
me
very
and
much
both
that
our
long.
hands are over it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You make your way up the stone staircase onto the bridge and begin to follow down where the spire leads at this point.
Let's go, say Bilbis. I'm running. I'm gonna start running. Bilbis! Bilbis!
Bilbis, you see, is off at the very end at this point towards the entrance of the spire. You call out, but it is not answered as you do so. You continue going down this bridge in a panic, covering your boobs. And Bilbis, you enter the spire. Now it's 11 o'clock. Would you guys like to continue, or would you guys like to come back to this once I'm back?
I
I
would
will
like.
leave it up to the group.
I would like to come back to this, just because people, roommates, doing roommate things.
All right. So, next session we will do the judging. But for
Ugh.
now, we'll stop it here. Everyone naked, everyone on the bridge towards the Crystal Spire to be judged by Kalimvor himself. Will the acolyte make it?
No,
We don't know.
I'm gonna die.
You are not the acolyte. I don't know why you want to be the acolyte so bad. I should
You
just
don't
let you do
understand.
it.
It's,
I should
it's
just
a
let you
character
do
thing
it.
happening right now.
I should just let you do it.
It's fucking. You should have, but it's okay because now we're doing this. So, onward.
I mean, you could have lied at the gates and be like, "Yes, I am the acolyte."
He's very obviously he cannot be an acolyte. But thanks for watching incredible roll, you guys. We'll be back in like maybe 3 weeks once I'm back from Finland, because I'm going to Finland, and that'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, so
Wait, when are you leaving exactly?
14th, so the
Wow,
Sunday
you're just gonna
coming.
put his business out there?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It was more so for me as your brother to know, but that's fine. Yeah.
That's okay.
The
But anyway,
internet now knows when his house is empty.
And we will definitely throw a party in there. Party at
Yep.
Leo's house on the 14th.
Gonna fly back to Virginia.
hey,
Just
Now
to
you
be at the
told
party.
this
Now
shit.
we know
What are
what
you
state
doing,
he's
dude?
in. What's
I'm
happening?
big saying I'm from there, man.
you know,
People know.
hey, you know how people like when they're like, fuck, I cursed. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck, I cursed. Oh, shit. That's him. That's you.
That's me right
Yeah, that's you, Taffy. I'm streaming too. Nobody knew where Leo was.
All right,
Anyway.
guys. Well,
Man.
if we're checking out, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let's check out.
Chance
Thanks for
is
watching.
like,
Alright,
I
alright,
even
alright.
regret coming back to this group.
now. All right. Yeah.
Just
you do.
leave me dead.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh my god. Terrible. Hi, Chance.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Chance.
Have a good night.
All right, chat.
Good night, everybody.
What's up, y'all? Let's see what we got going on the interwebs right now.
Wait, are you still streaming?
Yeah,
She is.
I'm
Oh,
about to.
Yeah, but I have my audio off, so they can't hear me or chat. So as far as they're looking at right now, it's just a offline screen.
No,
No.
Asia is still streaming.
Yeah, Asia's still
Oh,
streaming.
okay. Are
Did
you
you
gonna
get-
raid somebody?
Yes.
Who are you raiding?
Scott.
Ooh, Waffle's streaming. I'll raid Waffle.
All right, we're gonna go raid Scoot. He's playing Dead by Daylight. But y'all be blessed. Peace, love. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna raid it here.